Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Warband World Cup Royal Rumble. In essence, we are going to be going invading Wales because, you know, we're facing them in the World Cup. But I thought, well, we can do our bit to try and change history and make them either better or worse at make the countries better or worse at football by invading Wales in the Viking Age, which was about 1400 years ago. Maybe not quite that long. But first thing we need to do is recruit some people because we are pretty low on troops. Good evening, Whiskers. How are you doing today? Your luck has run out, wench. Prepare to die. Did I say wench or wretch? If I just call that person a wench, I'm very, very sorry. Okay, cavalry, let's not charge in with you. We probably should actually set up a formation, but let's do that. Infantry hold here, as well as our spears. Archers here, and skirmishers here. Wonderful. We have quite a few spearmen, which is not a bad thing by any means at all. We'll go join the shield wall, wait for them to come in. Yeah, we definitely need to go recruiting. Certainly we don't have much range at the moment. Right, wonderful. Oh, that nearly whacked into me there. They all want to chuck things at me. We'll just try and avoid them. But maybe we can chuck some things back. Not if they do that, though. My shield walls abandoned me, though. Okay, we're going to start going because they're going to start running pretty quickly here, I think. For example, that chap is already not willing to stay around. We do have a cavalryman, but I don't know how much they're going to do. Oh, they are coming back now, and they're now going to try slinging me. Or sling rocks at me, not slinging me. I don't think slinging me is a term. Yeah, but you are going to shield bash. There we go, you're dealt with. No, don't you dare run away from me. Come back here. There we go, wonderful. I don't think we'll be able to get the guy over there, they're quite far away. But we do have a horse over there, even if it's, you know, not exactly the fastest. It would at least do something, I would hope, to catch up to at least maybe one of them, maybe not, you know, maybe not both, but maybe some of them, which would be useful. Okay, let's go. The problem is he's on. I think our cavalryman's on a lame pony, so they're not exactly going to be charging in. Good grief. Okay, we'll get a few outs. We might get a kill, or at least a knock unconscious, we'll have to see. No, our horseman is being utterly useless. Yeah, we definitely need to, I think we need to get a bigger cavalry contingent, but I still think the main thing we want to be looking at is businesses. Because businesses give us money, and in the long run that's much more useful. I'm not going to take any of these guys because they cost a lot and they're not that good, or they're priests or peasant women. And unlike other mods, unfortunately, the ladies don't get great upgrades in the long run, whereas in other games they can do. Okay, let's grab all this to sell. We're doing pretty well, okay on money. I think we will actually be turning a profit once our new business is up and running. Morgant, that was a fine battle, Gustav. Don Chad, or I'm probably butchering that, Don Cut, is a good companion to have in our side by our side in the fight. It is clear from his battle prowess that he is a true descendant of a brave warrior. He honours, in the battlefield, the greatness of his lineage. Very good. Very good, my good man. Let's head back down towards Wessex, but also towards Wales, but we do need to get some more troops. That's important. There's a lord here. Ealdorman Galuf. I don't think... do you have any tasks for me? He does have a task for me, but he wants me to go cause a problem with Al Clut, which I'm not prepared to do. because we are in enough conflicts already. I certainly don't want to be fighting 47 Vikings with only 65 troops myself, or that Welsh Lord there. So we're definitely going to wait here for some time. Wonderful, let them carry on their merry old way, and then we'll head on. I don't think we need to worry about the herd of 3 boars, though. That's probably okay. We're actually kind of in Wales now, so we need to be a little bit careful. Let's get back to safer territory just while we go recruiting. I think that's important to do. You're a friendly lord, that's not a problem. We'll stop off and chipping them because we can sell some of these prisoners we have. And we might be able to get some interesting recruits. No, just a veteran, and so we certainly don't need to speak to the Happy Widow at the moment. We still have this lord I would really love to sell, but no one's buying him. And you can't just kind of offer him up. You need someone actually to offer to pay a ransom for him. Let's sell all this stuff as well. Wonderful. Should earn a pretty penny. Not a huge amount, but something that's definitely worth having. However, this person doesn't have any money, which is a mistake, so I'm actually going to have to reclaim all this stuff and sell it somewhere else, because clearly we've been to Chippenham too recently to actually be able to sell all our stuff. That's fine. We can reclaim this stuff and sell it elsewhere. The armourer can pay for our stuff, that's fine, it's not a problem. And we definitely need to then go recruiting to go take out Wales. Eventually we will start our own faction, but I think we need a few more bits of money and gear and troops before we think about doing that seriously. Let's head to Cerbero. We know we can get a good amount of recruits there. 5 Saxon freeholders, it's not bad, it's something. We can head to Escancester. Again, we know we can get good recruits there. And we can also head to London North, up by Lundenwick, to grab some more troops around there as well. Because of course we can't recruit from everywhere, we have to recruit from places where we have permission from the local lord or Etheling to be able to do so. Okay, we're still doing okay for the time being. We will need to upgrade some of our companions soon. We are taking a bit of a loss on the old money, but that's not too much of a problem. Let's head to North and just get our army back up to strength. Even having some rather crappy peasants, we'll still get some. We'll still be able. Okay, there's an ambush. We'll still be able to get a good amount of, peasants as good as slingers, if nothing else, as we can see here. But I'm terrible with ranged weapons. This is why I wanted to play this mod, to kind of get better at throwing weapons, because in most other mods I just use a bow and arrow because it's simply much easier, and I'm much more used to it. However, in this, in this time in Britain in the Dark Ages, the Viking Age, there wasn't really the opportunity for high level bowmen. It just didn't really occur. So it's nice for me to be able to try. I really hope you're. Oh yeah, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Colin, it is good to see you, old friend. I will not forget how we fought together in the Great Battle of Chippenham, but I cannot forget the other matters that lie between us. Yes, he is a independent kind of war band. That's fine. We're now back up to 86 troops. We will kind of keep recruiting, keep training. Edelman Bucker, hello. You don't particularly like me, especially as I've just fled from someone. And you don't have any tasks for me, sadly, which means I can't continue to get my relation up. We're going to see if we can find a weak Welsh lord to pick on. The whole body of the stream is that we're supposed to be picking on the Welsh, so they lose the World Cup. I actually don't know the score. I'll have to look later. But I mean, the World Cup doesn't actually mean a huge amount to me. I just thought it'd be a fun little jest. You are not too fond of me, understandably. have to kind of get around you. That's the problem with actually being deep inside Welsh territory. It's kind of it's actually a fairly dangerous place to be. Okay. Alclut and Lathland made peace. That's either in Scotland. I think that's a Scottish conflict. That's fine. Ooh. Okay, that's Adam and Bucker. That's fine. Adam and Bucker is a friend, thankfully. Otherwise, we would have been in a whole bunch of problems there. Are we actively at war with you? I don't think we are. Dinbych has been besieged, understandably. That's one of our castles deep inside Welsh territory. I'm not overly surprised that that's going to be taken back. We were going after Dunfoy, which is somewhere around here. Well, it sounds like it's somewhere around here, but it's no longer on siege anyway. Or maybe that's an Irish thing and I'm just misinterpreting. 68 Vikings, that's a bit of a tall order. I don't know if we'd be able to take them out very well. 68 Vikings in this mod is no joke. Especially as we've only got 86 troops ourselves. 47 Vikings I think we'd be better to take on. Although they are coming after us. Do we want to take them on? You know what, actually let's not risk now that we just finally rebuilt our army. Okay. Maybe let's go over to East Anglia where there's a bit more freedom of people to attack at the moment. Renegades, there we go. 32 Renegades, that will start us off nicely. You're like has run out wretch, prepare to die, there we go. Oh, it's a big hill there. Well, we're not going to be able to, I don't think we're going to have to beat them up there, so we're going to push backwards to this hill. And hopefully they'll charge over this hill towards us. Infantry, hold here. Spearmen, hold here. Then I want archers and skirmishers on the hill. And cavalry can just hold somewhere because there's one of you. We're pulling back, we'll let them come to us, and I've just taken a screenshot. Wonderful. There are 32 of them, but I don't think we should be all too worried. I would like to get a horse at some point for myself, but it means I can't use this rather snazzy sword that we got from the quest. From the quest to do with that Irish monk, who incidentally we still need to go back and see. Where are skirmishers? No, they are. But that requires us crossing the Irish. I cannot speak tonight. That requires us crossing the ocean to the Emerald Isle, and that's probably more expensive in terms of morale and money than it's worth to do, as we don't actually have any private ships yet, which we should get, because we could go over and do some raiding in Frisia, Denmark, all those places. So maybe we can think about investing some ships, but I know you can only take... No, ships are only so big, they'll only carry so many men. You know, for a party of 86, you know, or a party of just under 100, we'll probably need 3 or 4 ships, depending. But of course, in the long run, it's cheaper to have your own boats than to hire your own, or hire ones. I think we might be able to get a hire boat over to Frisia and Denmark in general, but it will be very expensive and slow. And we haven't done any naval combat yet, and naval combat would be really fun to do. It's one of the great joys of this mod, because you don't really get naval combat in the base game at all, really. Okay, infantry, let's charge, and same with the spearmen. Range can stay on the hill. We did a shield bash there. Wasn't very effective, but at least we tried. Let's try again. The thing is, it's quite delayed. Okay, cavalry can charge as well now, although... Oh, good decapitation. Problem is, there's a whole bunch of spearmen, and obviously spearmen and horses don't get on very well. You know, pointy sticks don't really do well with horses. Or more precisely, horses don't do well with pointy sticks. I wonder if we can do a big throw. Probably not. Can we get that? Come on. Where's our cavalryman? I don't know where. Oh, he's here. Come on, Bader. Do a better job. We definitely need to get a bigger cavalry contingent, but also horses are so expensive. That's the problem. And I really feel like that money could be used better for boats or businesses. We will share the loot. That's a nice sword. Not as nice as the one I've got, but it's still a very nice sword. We will see if Morgant wants any of this stuff before we sell it, as he is our newest companion. Speaking of which, Doncad just wants to say a word in praise of Morgant. He did well in that last battle. You chose well to enlist him in our shield wall. He knows a thing or two about a fight. Very good. Morgant, my friend, you've been doing pretty well, although you do have 50% health. Let me see your equipment. Do you want to have a much better sword? Yes, you probably do. And how are we doing in terms of armour? You could definitely use some better armour, so let's give you that. Yeah, that works pretty well. And your shoes are more than decent, so I don't think we need to change that around at the moment. Let's make sure we get a few more people leveled up. We do need to level up our companions, but I'll probably do that later on. We'll head to Jorvik, or York as it's now known, and trade with the locals. And we'll also head to the pub, or the mead hall, and see what else is happening in there. My apologies. Okay, 1155. Not excellent by any means, but it's something. There's Happy Widow. Solvig, I believe, is a Danish lady. Yeah, so you're Dane, but we've made a point to kind of not hire Vikings, just for the part of, I suppose, kind of for the roleplay side of things. That we're playing as an Anglo-Saxon. Okay, we don't need to go after 3 troops. We'll never catch up to them. There's not really any point. But we might head down. Ooh, 50 robbers. That's a tasty fight. That'll be a good amount of loot, but it will be one that we can deal with quite well. There we go. Brave words. Let's start the battle holding position, I think, just to give ourselves the edge. Do we have a hill? Not an ideal one. Okay, we're going to push forward. Everyone push forward to the top of this hill. It's not really a hill, is it? It's a mound, but it's something. And actually, most people will probably beat me there because of how slow I am in my armour. Eventually we might give this sword off to someone else, because it doesn't mean we can't use a horse. Or we can't use this sword on horseback. So infantry and spearmen at the front as always. Archers and skirmishers at the back. And the cavalry can... Vader can wait at the back there, as he's the only one with a horse. Come on, spearmen. You're lacking behind your infantry comrades. Let's go. We do definitely need some more range in general, because we've got a few guys with gun throwing weapons or slings, but it's not going to do a huge amount. Okay. Also, these guys got slings though. That's interesting. Infantry, fire at will and charge. Spearmen the same. And our own range can kind of stay back for the time being. As can Bader. I'd rather not get him involved. As he's the only one with a horse, I'd rather use him for running down troops, although he seems to be incredibly ineffective at what he's supposed to be doing. Okay, we'll leave him. Someone else will grab him. Everyone can charge now, just so we get on top of these guys before they start running, and some of them will start running pretty soon. Deal with you. See, some of these guys are already running, and I've used the majority of my throwing weapons already. Let's follow these guys. We might be able to catch up to some of them. Especially as our thing... Someone seems to be getting a hit off or 2 off on some of them, which is good. But probably we are too slow to catch up, I'd imagine. That's okay. Okay, bed has come this way. That's actually probably the worst way to go, but that's fine. As long as he actually catches up and kills that soldier. Yeah, he's on horse. He really should catch up with that person before they escape. Well done, Bader. You actually did your job for once. Do you not have a shirt or anything you can put on? Ridiculous. It's supposed to be a man of sound judgment and a good fighter, but I feel like Bowman needs shirts to be able to do that well. Okay, let's grab all this. Those are probably actually better throwing weapons than what we've got, so we'll use those. Wonderful. I mean, I'm still going to be terrible at using throwing weapons, but at least the ones that kind of hit will at least do a little bit more damage, which is something. And we'll take all these wooden sticks. Frankly, I don't know why all the merchants decide to be like, yeah, we'll buy all your rocks and sticks, because they can't be worth a huge amount for them. I guess maybe they kind of sell it off to someone, but you feel like a wooden stick you might be able to find off the floor in the forest, but who am I to judge? So we'll trade with the locals. You know, it's one penny for a wooden stick, would you believe? But it's something. Okay, onwards we go. $838. It's not terrible. Any food? We have lots of bread already, so I don't think we need to get some more. I might go to another town and just pick up some other food there. I would like to go to... Where do I want to go to try and get a ship? So we could head to Dunwick, I suppose. Head to Dunwick, see if we can get a ship on the cheap. Northumbria and Cornubia have made peace. Northumbria and Cornwall are now no longer at odds for the time being. I did actually think about joining up with the Kingdom of Cornubia, but then the only person they can really go after is West Saxon. West Saxon is such a strong faction that I feel it wouldn't be the best thing in the world to be doing. We'll stop off with Norwich on the way. There's plenty of Vikings around here, so we could actually think about doing some fighting there, or fighting against them. Norwich is actually just a fort. I need to actually head to Dunwick to sell my stuff. That's fine. Do we want to save the Christian clergy from these men, these Vikings? Yeah, we can save the Christian clergy. That's not a problem. Probably help us with our faith in our God. And we still get 3 renown, and we help these poor people not die instantaneously. But they are Vikings, so we can take them pretty seriously, even if there's only 15 of them. Yeah, these guys are tough cookies. With their armour and their shields, they're very well protected. Although, you know, we should have enough throwing weapons, as well as our kind of ranged contingent here at the back. Oh, it's a very nice horse. It's got a weird undermane though. It's like a horse with a goatee. Maybe I just don't know horses very well. Yes, do the shield bash. Can we snipe him from here? Probably not. No, our throwing weapon doesn't even get anywhere near close enough. So we'll wait for them to come a bit closer before we even start. Hello, priest and peasant woman. I'm guessing you're just throwing rocks. Yeah. You don't seem to have much else that you can do. Right, looks like they're starting to throw their weapons. It's definitely not a Viking. They've sent a peasant in first. We're getting some more some good gear now, so hopefully he's a bit more ready to go. There is a berserker there at the front, which of course is not fun. Berserkers are tough lads. But I'm hoping we just have enough throwing weapons to be able to deal with them. Okay, everyone charge. Everyone go. Berserker's dealt with, so that's going to knacker their morale, I would hope. You don't get to run away, sir. Come back here. Neither do you. Okay, you're dealt with. Do I still have some more throwing weapons? I don't. I would hope the blade is going to come this way. Okay, he's coming. I don't know if he's going to be quick enough. Did I really not see that person right in front of me? I guess not. We might be able to catch up to him. Come, Bader, this is what your horse is for. There he is. Come, Bader. Run him down. Okay, he's killed that one. Well done. Is he going to get to the other one in time? Probably not. Then again, he's on a horse. He might do, but I think he's probably a bit too far away for us to catch now. Come, Bader, you can do it. You're so close. I think once he gets over the crest of that hill, that's going to be it, though. We were nearly there. Yay, Inky Laptmiss. I'm sorry I completely butchered your name. Hello, welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing today? We have helped the Christian priests out, so they're pretty chuffed with us. We get some bonus relation with them, which is always wonderful. We'll actually get another couple of bowmen, because I think we're quite low on range at the moment. We will take all loot we can. There's not going to be a huge amount, because it's quite a small group of Vikings, but there are more Vikings around. Kingdom of Gwyneth is willing to offer me 200 pennies. That's awful. That's an awful, awful sum. We will lose reputation for that. I forgot, but I'm not taking 200 for a lord. Wow, the Kingdom of Gwyneth must be going through some very tough times to be able to pay me 200 for one of their lords back. If they pay me £1,000, I might do it. But certainly not for 200. That's just abysmal. Finn archers, these guys are the Irish, I think. But mercenaries are incredibly expensive in this game, so I'm not going to commit to any of them just yet. I would, however, like to look at some ships. My problem is they cost a lot and they don't carry a lot of men. You know, one which carries 40 men is well over 20 grand. So you know, if you want to build up a big fleet, it's gonna cost us quite a bit. Let's go after these masterless men here. The more fighting we do, the better. Or we could get them to join us, but I don't think that would do well for morale either. So let's just kill them for now. They're deserters. They need to be put to the sword. Okay, let's use this slight amount to advantage. So infantry here. Skirmishers here. And then... oh no, sorry. Spearmen there. And then skirmishers here. Alongside the archers. I've just seen that it's 0-0 at half-time for England-Wales, so clearly my efforts are not doing too well just yet. But then again, we haven't actually been invading Wales that much as of yet. Yeah, we definitely do. Why does the infantry never move forward when I tell it to? Cowards. Right. We definitely need to get more range contingent, but like a better range contingent than just shirtless men with a couple of spears and slings. Well, these guys don't really have spears. I suppose javelins, in a way. I do like the cool thing they do with their shield bashing. It just adds a little bit of atmosphere and depth of kind of... not quality of life, but it just feels a bit... the game feels a bit more alive. Come on, lads. Up and at 'em. We have a very good front line, but we need more cavalry and we need better archers. But archers... or range in general is hard. I guess maybe we want to go... probably actually we want to think about going more down the elite skirmisher route than anything. Because we can kind of get higher quality troops that way. Oh yeah, I forgot I can do this. It's kind of a bird's eye view. But it's really, really hard to kind of control. You can't see what I'm doing. Okay. I need to kind of... I can't remember how I turn the camera. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm fumbling around everywhere. Okay, go move forward. Just stay right. There we go. Okay, now I can kind of see things. It did actually tell me when I first loaded it up. Now I can't remember. Okay, we're going to go back to first person mode, or at least third person mode. We haven't done any first person mode in a while, actually. That'd be quite fun to do. Let's do, you know, let's do first person for this battle. And eventually we will make all our companions cavalrymen. I think that's the plan. I just don't. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere in this mod you can get cheap horses, and I don't think you can. Oh wow! Okay, you know what? They're actually waiting, so we're gonna charge them. They're actually being quite clever. I wonder why they weren't coming in for us. Come on, lads, let's go. But we're gonna go in first person because it's fun. Charge, lads. One thing I don't like about first person is that I end up stabbing, and stabbing with a sword is really ineffective. Cutting or slashing I find to be a lot better. We'll take a few more losses than we would do if we're charging them, but that's why they're defending. That's why they decided to wait for us, given we're the attacking force. It does make sense. Okay, Beta can charge now, that's fine. We're close enough that he's not going to be completely out of position if he charges by himself. God, this is so much more intense in first person. Jesus. Oh, decapitation in first person. That's cool. Oh, I love the decapitation in this game. Reminds me of I played a medieval game called Mordhau, which was like Chivalry, but kind of a bit more new and interesting. And I played that in first person. That was really tough. That had much more like directional combat than this one. You know, that they took that really seriously. Suppose this, whereas this is kind of just like a north, south, east, west kind of mode of attack. Time to butcher some peasants. Let's go. Starting with this peasant woman. If I can ever catch up to her, which I can't because she has less armor than I do. Oh, this is chaos in first person. I can't really tell what I'm doing. Come back here. Oh, that peasant lady's running. Okay, time to get out of the throwing weapons. Come back here. Cease and desist. Oh my god, I'm terrible at first person throwing weapons. Come back here. Come on. I'm throwing them so high, I don't know why. Come beta. I mean, they're just peasants, so I don't particularly mind if they get away. And they have done. Wow, I'm terrible in first person. There we go, we're renowned for morale. We do also need to improve our reputation, because right now our reputation is truly abysmal because of all the stuff we've done. But we'll grab all this stuff. That can be more to sell. Smoked fish I'll happily take. And we'll head back to Denmark just to sell the stuff we picked up. And also we probably should pick up some food, which isn't bread or grain. Just to give our troops the illusion of choice. So you know, they don't kind of stab us in the back. Oh yeah, some cheese, some fruit, some beef. A little bit expensive, but worth it for the morale. To keep our troops happy. I wonder, do we want to go to Frisia? Are there any interesting locations in Frisia? We could go to Denmark. How much is it going to cost us to go to Reeb, I wonder? If we travel to another port, speak to the ship right here. How much does it cost us to go to Reeb? That's quite a lot. Let's go. I'm intrigued to see what's over there in Denmark. I mean, they shouldn't actively be hostile towards us, but I'm hoping there might be some good loot we can get there. We'll have to see. It's a long journey though, and it's costly, so we're going to have to make it worth our while to come over. Especially as we're not getting rents in Badenham at the moment, sadly. Well, I think soon we should be getting another business. I don't know. I can't remember where we purchased it, but it should be somewhere around. It should be coming in soon. I think it's 2 weeks for them to come in. And here we are on Reeb. We are not going to be particularly welcome here because we are Christian, and they are not, and they are very much not Christian. But that's okay, even though it's probably not. I wonder, are their ships cheaper here because they're kind of Danes? Absolutely not. I mean, that's the kind of ship I want. A 90-man ship. That's nearly 50,000. 50,000 for that. Good grief. Okay, let's go explore some places, kill some Vikings or some... I don't know what kind of raiders they have over here. Okay, so they have some Master's Men, but I want to go to the Trolls Bridge. That sounds interesting. We might be able to get some really interesting loot here. Move towards the bridge. I'm gonna get my sword and shield out, just in case. I have a feeling we might be ambushed here, given it's kind of... Oh, hello. If you want to cross the bridge, you'll have to pay the troll. Pay the toll or pay the troll? Or possibly pay the troll the toll. I imagine we're going to have to fight him. And he's got a big old axe. Hi. Huge man. A huge creature is looking down on your equipment, seemingly unintimidated by your presence or your equipment. Ho ho ho, who's that tripping over my bridge? This troll wants some gold because you're on my bridge. You're just a big ugly fool, not a troll. When I was little, my mother said to me, Grendel, my son, if someone calls you big, ugly, or a fool, ignore him. But if someone calls you all three together, hit him. Let's go. Time to use our throwing weapons to our advantage. Before he comes to respond. If we can just do this constantly, we might be okay. Just keep on throwing weapons at him. Keep on throwing things at him. Oh my god, he hurts. And he's taking a big old beating from these things. There we go. We did it. Oh, that was one big hit. And now we get to cross the bridge. What this has achieved, I don't know. We get the Troll's Axe and 1,000 pennies, and we also get some renown. Okay. Who can we give this? Who can we give the Troll's Axe to? Does anyone have enough strength to actually wield this thing? You have 9 strength, so absolutely not. Morgan, how are you doing on your skills? 15 strength. Kaio, 14 strength. Can anyone actually? No one can actually wield this thing. I don't think it's too damn heavy. Ringenhard's not going to be able to. 11. Bader, who's on the horse, so probably not, but no, he's nowhere near high enough. Archer, I think that's the only person we haven't checked. Hey, Warband, good to see you, buddy. How are we doing? It's been a while. Good to see you. Oh, it's nice to see you again, man. Let's put some into... What am I doing? Let's put you into... We're not really doing anything. We'll put you into trainer. I actually need to kind of do more of the leveling up of my companions, but I don't really... It's actually something I don't particularly enjoy doing, so I'll do that at a later date. Okay, so we've done the Trolls Bridge. No Pendor at the moment, Warband. That Pendor save you saw me last time doing is, I think, is irretrievable. The Empire's got so unbelievably strong that I can't do anything. You know, I'm fighting as best I can with... You know, I have the Noldor on my side, and I've got a fairly decent faction, but I can't go up against 6,000. You know, I'm constantly going up against 6,000 or 7,000 Empire troops, and that's without that huge mercenary band I was up against before. So I'm taking a break. I will return to Pendor, but right now I'm doing Viking Conquest because I don't know. I've been watching The Last Kingdom and Vikings a lot, so I'm kind of in the mood. I'm in the mood for kind of a historical, kind of more gritty historical one. And I thought, well, Viking Conquest is a good kind of mix. I would like to return to Pendor, but it literally just got so overwhelming that I just don't think there's an opportunity for me to recover it. Last Kingdom is great. It was the first 2 seasons produced by the BBC, and then gets taken over by Netflix from season 3 through to 5, and there's a big increase in kind of budget there. So I think that's really good. Why are you guys standing in the river? That's not very sensible. I really enjoy it. There are a few things which are not perfect, but I think you're always going to find that with a lot of different shows. Like, characters age very weirdly in that show, but that's fine. I really enjoy it. And, you know, it fills the void of Game of Thrones, Vikings, etc. And also, I thought I would try this game or this mod because I nearly always just use. I'm nearly always using a sword or board and throwing weapons, also and a bow and arrow on horseback. So I thought this time I would try like an infantryman with throwing weapons. Do you like House of the Dragon? I do. I think it's a pretty good. I actually think it's better than kind of the last series of Game of Thrones. Again, there are some things I would perhaps like to change. I think some of the time jumps are a little bit much, and some of the characters are a bit weak. But you know, I could say that about many shows, including stuff like House of Dragon, Rings of Power, etc. Okay, we're doing okay with these guys. We run out of throwing weapons, and we're pretty badly damaged here. But we are. This is our first time over. Actually, this is our first time leaving the British Isles. We're now in Denmark. Rings of Power, I liked certain parts of it. I think if we were talking about like under prequels, I think House of Dragon was considerably better than Rings of Power. There were bits of Rings of Power I liked, and there were bits of it I really didn't. So it's, you know, I think House of Dragon has actual source material to focus on, whereas Rings of Power was kind of built off like third-rate lore, which is fine. But I think there's more of a story with the House of Dragon, so that's why it's probably a bit of a stronger prequel to Game of Thrones than Rings of Power is to Lord of the Rings. I forgot the name there for a while. The only sad thing about playing as an infantry commander is I can't catch up to anyone, especially because the armor's so heavy. But I need it to stay alive. Bader is still alive. I don't know where Bader is, but I'm hoping he can catch up. Bader is my lone horseman at the moment, because horses are so expensive in this. For me, Rings of Power felt like a parody. Yeah, I can see why you think that. I mean, there are certain bits I liked. I liked the dwarves. I liked Elrond. I actually quite liked Galadriel, unlike many other people. I thought the bit which I really didn't like was the Southlands, because they betrayed Halbrand as coming back and being the person who kind of returning to the Southlands to become king, and the Southlands you only ever see one village. You know, you don't, obviously in most things you're probably going to focus on a certain group of people, but you only ever focus on something that you only focus on one village. You only ever see one village. So him doing this big triumphant return to the Southlands of one village didn't feel like a big major victory, and of course, you know, Halbrand turns out to be someone else, but that always bothered me, and I always thought that acting of the Southlands was a bit weak in general. But that's just my opinion. I certainly think House of Dragon was stronger in general. Okay, let's go to Thor's Hof, because that sounds interesting. Oh, we can convert. Oh, we can convert to the Norse gods. That would be fun. We can, maybe we can, if we think there's like a good, reason to. Maybe we'll convert to the Nordic gods. This is the home of the Nordic gods. You can recite old verses, compose songs, and make sacrifices to please the gods. If you're lucky, the gods may hear you. Who's in here? Ulfhedin. Hello. What do you want? I don't have time for you. Get yourself a priest. These are like berserkers, aren't they? My god, you're huge. Look at me. That towers over us, even with that hat. Gothi. Right, these are just like priests. I'm quite surprised we're welcome here, given I guess maybe we haven't told them we are Christian, but you know, maybe it's best we don't tell them. Interesting. Is there anything I can do here? Apart from, okay. Or I could pillage the Hof. Are we going to pillage the Hof? I think if we pillage the Hof, we're going to have a lot of problems getting home. Because I think we need to go back to Reem to be able to get home again. That may not be the smartest idea for us to do. No, we're not going to pillage the Hof just yet. I think that's not the wisest move we could ever do. because we don't have our own boats, so we need to get home somehow. But I want to just come explore kind of Daneland a bit, or Denmark, I suppose I should say. Right, there's not a huge amount of people to fight actually here. I guess maybe it's more kind of focused on that. Baden has been besieged. That's very interesting because my one and only property and wealth and land is actually in Badenham, which is obviously the village of Baden. So that will be interesting to see if we lose our village. But if we lose our village, we might end up getting an actual. We might get a actual castle. Who knows? We will go off these raiding Franks. Thankfully, they're not actually Franks. They're just kind of peasants. Well, not peasants. They're kind of ruffians. So they're not high-level soldiers, but they're not terrible either. Infantry, spearmen at the front as always. Archers and skirmishers at the back. Kind of standard setup for these things. This feels like Total War when you go into this mode. Really, it's kind of hard to change the camera. And you kind of wonder... I'm going to go back to the normal mode because you kind of... I find that hard to control. I don't know why... Sometimes I tell the infantry or the spearmen to move and they don't. So let's get them back in. We definitely need to get a bigger range contingent, but we need to... I think we need to go back to the British Isles mainland because right now I think we just don't have enough things to do here, I'm afraid. Right. Look, you can come forward a bit, it's fine. You're infantrymen or spearmen, this is your job. Yeah, given these are raiding Franks, I thought they might be a bit tougher, like kind of really tough guys to mainland Europe, but no. We'll do a bit of a skirmish with throwing weapons. Charge, gentlemen. Charge. Okay. No running away for you. Absolutely no running away for you. Come back here. Sir, do you mind? Gentlemen. Gentlemen, please. Look at that, they just come in for a stab and then run away again. Gits. I agree with what you said, Warband, about it kind of being a well-made YouTube video. I think the graphic, it always looked very good. The kind of the show, you know, it always looked very pretty, but the story was sometimes a bit lacking. There we go. Some extra bandits, some extra prisoners in general. Hunting knife. Let's just grab all of this. Any more raiding Franks we can go after? Yes, but we probably need to sell our gear first. Let's head back to Reeb. Goodness, selling gear makes me sound like a drug dealer. Hey fellas, you want to buy my gear? Oh, there's competition here. Right, we're going to enter that. If we can be like an Anglo-Saxon Christian coming winning a Danish tournament, I'm sure that would ruffle some feathers. And also would earn us some money, which would pay for our travel home, because it's pretty expensive to travel across the seas. Just head to the meat hall. I think there was a prison. There certainly used to be a prison broker here, but there's not anymore. How is my health doing? 75%. Because last time I tried to wait, it didn't end up going very well. So I think we might just enter the tournament straight away, anyway. And it's only early morning. We might be able to get away with it. Noon, afternoon. Okay, we'll join the tournament. We will place a bet on ourselves, because if we win, it'll be well worth winning. And we have a shield and spear. Not what I would ideally like. I'm actually going to get rid of my... I'm I'm going to get rid of my shield, which might seem like a weird thing, but I will actually be able to do considerably more damage using my spear two-handed than I will one-handed. This, however, I'm not a fan of. I don't know what my teammate is doing. Teammate? That's not... it's not Rocket League. My tournament companion, let's call him. Please, sir. Okay, time for the shield. There we go. Yeah, I find I can actually do some damage two-handed, whereas one-handed I just don't think I get anything done. Because you're kind of just poking them with a stick. And I'm being given a shield. Spear and shield again. This is clearly the Viking way, even though that guy has an... They have axes and swords. Interesting. Okay. That didn't last very well. We tried. We could head down to Dorstead, actually. Yeah, we'll head down to Dorstead and probably go home from Frisia then. Unless I... Oh, there's a river here. We can't actually get back. Okay. And of course we could go to North Vega as well. I forgot about North Vega up here. And then there's a couple of Odin's Hof, Odin's Cave. Should we head... Let's go on a bit of a coastal tour of all the Viking places. Travel to another port. I want to go to Tunsberg? Tunsberg. Oh no, we're not. Not for that cost. Good grief. That's way too expensive to be going after. Let's head back to... We can go to Bebbenba. No. What's a cheap place to go to? Dunwick? Okay, Dunwick's cheap, but we're going to Dunwick. It's a bit of a expensive excursion. I don't think we'll be doing that again anytime soon. But actually, if we end up creating our own faction, probably quite a safe place to do it will be in North Vega. Because there won't be anyone else to come in and attack. Obviously, they'll be there to attack us, but we won't have like intermediate problems with other people on the mainland as we would do here. Let's go after these Vikings. I will drink from your skull. Same to you, sir. Oh, big hills. Let's pull back to this one here. Actually, I think that'll be the hill we make our stand from. So infantry and spearmen at the bottom, archers and skirmishers at the top, cavalry can hold the hill. Okay, I can see them coming in, lots of shields. Again, I'm pretty sure I didn't tell the infantry to go up here, but that's fine, they can just come back down. For some reason, either infantry or spearmen always tend to not follow my orders. That's okay. I mean, it wouldn't be okay in real life, but it's okay in the video game. I wonder how the game is getting on. We'll have to have a look. Oh, we're winning 2-0. Excellent. Our plan of trying to go after them is working. Oh no, 3-0. Cool. Well, we're probably through then to the final 16, which is good. Still. I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about the World Cup because of where like, I enjoy the World Cup. I think it's... Even though I don't really follow football, but I do feel a bit up and down about watching it in general because of where it's based and kind of how the whole thing was set up. So I don't know, but I'll watch it. I tend to just watch the highlights. I mean, you know, if anyone I like gets to the final, then I might watch it properly. But up until that point, I think I'll just watch the highlights. Okay, let's deal with these Vikings. Infantry charge, spearmen charge, and skirmishers can stay up there. As can the cavalry for the time being. Let's take them down. Come here, lad. I've got a bullet with your name on it. Probably not a bullet, given that bullets didn't exist, but that's a phrase, isn't it? Phrase, isn't it? Something about having a bullet with your name on it. Or there's like no 2 bullets with your name on it. I don't know what, I'm just spouting nonsense. Can we throw a weapon at this chap? I really hope, you know, we're all chasing him. I really hope someone can hit him. Or Beta can go with his horse. Go on, Beta. Okay, our throwing weapons all completely failed. Come on, Beta, you've got it. Well, at least he's slowing them down so that someone else might catch up. Because I'd like to take him out. He'll be worth a pretty penny, or his gear will. Because he's the ship captain, I think. Come on, Beta, you're better than this. You can manage. He's slowing him down slightly, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for anyone else to catch up. I think he just needs to kill him himself. He's got a little bit of time yet. I know the ship captain does have a lot of health, all things considered. Go on, lad. Oh, come on, Beta. We definitely need more cavalry in general. They're so expensive. Come on, Beta. Take him out. Man, he's really struggling today, isn't he? There we go. Well done. Finally took him out. Good grief. 1 Viking to take prisoner. Hopefully some good loot. And the police. We'll get rid of that rotten beef. I thought, in all honesty, I thought that was some dried beef, but clearly not, so I'm not going to hold on to it. Even if it's worth $5. I wouldn't normally buy such a... Did I sell that big axe? I sold the troll's axe, didn't I? I think I sold the troll's axe in Reed. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna get that back, am I? No problem. A bit of a mistake, but what can I do? Big axe. Well, the big axe is gone. Big axe is long gone at this point. Anyone interesting in the meat hall? Watchman, Traveller... Bodo. Who's Bodo? I have things to tell you. Listen carefully. Continue, friend. Sir, I should be dead, but I still live, while others who should be alive are dead. I came to consider the ship that brought me north, the Wodenrick, as a home, with its crew as my family. So when the Vikings attacked, I grabbed my sword and my shield and prepared to defend them to the death. The Cantabrians are Christians, but some of us still remember the old gods. One in particular, Erodino, guides us in battle, and I shout his name while attacking with my sword. I'm not an idiot. I knew that battle was lost. We were outnumbered, and they were better armed. But I asked Erodino to let me kill as many as possible before my trip to paradise. I hope my sacrifice would allow the others to flee, or cause fear among the Vikings. But these Vikings were hardened men who knew their job well. Half a dozen of them surrounded me and beat me while the companions invaded the Wodenrick and killed whoever stood in their way. I saw everyone down, the captain, the sailors, the archers that protected the boat, and I thought I myself was dead until I woke up in the Viking ship, tied hand and foot. I was a prisoner, but thank God I escaped. Now I'm a miserable man before Erodino. I should be dead and others alive. Now I live just for redemption. You can join us. You are... Okay, I'm going to turn down the music. It's going a bit ham. We don't take any Viking companions, and but you're not a Viking. You just don't... You know, you had a lot of issues with Vikings, so that's fine. I'm happy for you to come join the party. We need to give you proper gear in a little while. In the meantime, let's get our weapon master up. Okay, we're not going to do that because it doesn't give us any benefit, really. I think we'll go for Certainly, I think Pathfinder would be useful, just have a bit more speed on the map. And we will go for two-handed weapons as kind of our backup. As we do occasionally use two-handed weapons, that's not a problem. Did we lose Badenham? No, we didn't. Oh no, we probably will lose Baden in a second. And then we'll have lost our village again, which is not ideal, but what can we do? We'll head that way, see if we can help them out, but it's probably a bit too late. Yeah, we just lost Baden there. Okay. Need to speak to the Marshal. I'm actually willing to go speak to the Marshal because we might be able to Yeah, Dimbik is under siege. We might be able to get Dimbik for ourselves. We just need to be careful in the Welsh territories. No, we're not going to because they have cancelled the quest. Which means the whole thing is cancelled. Let's avoid all these Welsh lords who presumably just come back from taking Baden. I wonder if we could take Baden. It's probably quite undefended. 92. Are we going to try to take Baden? This might be a mistake. Okie dokie. The the game has crashed, so we will I'll get myself set back up and we'll continue. And it's always going to happen once or twice, doesn't it? I go for a save and then it the game crashes. You know, it's not the best game in the world in terms of bugs, so it's not the end of the world. As long as it hasn't corrupted the save file, it's not a problem. Luckily, I have these handy transmissions that Streamlabs has where you can say, like, be right back, or do this or do that, otherwise you'd just be staring at a black screen. Although, I should get some custom ones made. Let's just hope everything's still okay. Because sometimes if the game crashes, it can corrupt the save, and that would be a real shame. A real shame. We also don't know where are we? Are we where we left off? Yes. Is the game corrupted? No, good. Right. Let's go live again. Make sure everything is as good. Okay. Sorry, excuse me while I just get set back up. It's just taking a second. There we go. I think we're back up. My Skyrim just crashed because I went flying off the kill screen somehow. It does that. You know, this game came out kind of the same time as Skyrim. I remember, you know, Skyrim is a very buggy game as well. I said into Chippenham. So these prisoners. Ooh, old captain, you are going to cost. I mean, I'm not paying £1 grand for one soldier. That feels mildly excessive. Still, all these guys, we still can't sell this lord. But that's because we weren't going to send for $200, which just felt ridiculous, really. Okay, we need. Of course, we can't upgrade our troops from here. We have to go to the army screen. Angle companion. If he survives long enough, we'll actually turn him into a standard bearer so we get some extra morale. Or I'd like to retake a Baden. Oh, hello. I forgot that lord was outside. How many would I have to leave? 10 soldiers. Sorry, lads. You're gonna have to do it. I can't take them on by himself. Bodo is gonna be furious. Listen to me, Gustav. As you know, I'm a loyal man with strong values. I will get my redemption. I do not expect to run from battle. I hope that it won't happen again, but I was just a complete idiot and forgot that there was a Welsh lord standing outside Chippenham. So let's hope that doesn't happen again, because that's 10 soldiers I could have used, including possibly the one I just upgraded. I think the soldier I just upgraded to become a standard bearer in the long run has just been taken away from me. Oh well, what can we do? 11 Saxon freeholders with pleasure, and we do have that. We've got that third business now, which is going to provide us a little bit more financial security, which is good. 21 Danish Vikings. They're following us for some reason. There's only 21 of them, but I guess they think they can. I guess they feel that they can hold against us because they've probably got a higher quality of troop, but we just have more, which is I think actually more important in this case at the moment. You know, when you've got a 3 or 4 to 1 advantage, you should be okay, regardless of the quality of the troop. Unless you play Prophecy of Pendor, where you have like flaming guys with swords and you've got peasants. In that case, it's not good. Right, archers and skirmishers there. Cavalry over there. Let's wait for them to come in. And again, for some reason, the spearmen do not want to follow my command. Let's move forward slightly. Skirmishers and archers on the hill, good. Looks like they're just coming over the hill now. Our archers have started to engage. Oh, there they are. I was looking in the wrong place. Actually, we probably shouldn't be on the front lines. I'll be in the front lines in the shield wall, just not actually just standing in front of the shield wall. That feels a bit silly. Okay, we broke his shield, nice, and then he took a javelin to the face. I do want to get better at throwing weapons, because I'm just terrible at them in this game, honestly. Oh, that person behind me just got absolutely knackered. Right, everyone charge. And these Vikings have been no joke. Especially if I'm stuck by my own shield wall, I'm definitely going to get knocked out. We're going to do what I call the commander's cowardly retreat, where we just charge in the opposite direction and just shout orders so it looks like we're actually doing something useful when we're not. Can we catch up with you without possibly killing our own troop? Well done, Agathionos, you got the final kill. And you advanced to level 8. Very good indeed. And hopefully they provide us some good loot in terms of money. Oh, British Noble, you're very good. But you're also quite expensive. Share the loot as is common. That's a pretty damn good helmet, actually. We'll probably want to give that to Bodo, because we do need to give Bodo some gear. Sometimes I'm troubled by all this bloodshed, but I know that proud warlords must be humbled and cruel bandits tamed if we are to restore peace. I must say that Bodo is a great source of comfort to me. I told him of my sin. He said to me that Christ would forgive my transgression if I repent and truly desire such forgiveness. He is wise. I'm glad that he is with us. Very good. Weirdly, all the companions seem to be getting on. I guess that's probably because I haven't hired any people, any Vikings. Right, we need to give you some actual gear, because right now you don't have anything too good. First of all, we'll give you this piece of armour, and there's a very good helmet for you as well. I want to give you a bit of shield, or any shield really. And we'll give you this big axe, and I think we'll just turn you into a throwing weapons kind of guy, but we'll give you this so you can kind of be a pole arms throwing out mix. Do we have any best shoes for you at the moment? We do. Wonderful. That's Bodo pretty much sorted out straight away. Wonderful. And then we'll go to Bodman down here, or Bosvena. Oh, do we go after you? 10 spearmen would not be the worst thing in the world to have in our arsenal, or in our army, I should say. Okay, we're going to pull back to this hill, let them come to us. As they're Vikings, they should just charge in with no real issue. Infantry here, skirmishers up on the hill, spearmen here, and cavalry here, and archers here. So many different groups to try and get through. That's not a problem. Okay, let's pull back to the hill with the rest of our contingent and wait for the arrival of the Vikings. I think probably I would need to get to a army of at least 150 kind of good quality soldiers before I could start thinking about going independent. And certainly I would need to think about more money in general. Again, I don't know why. For some reason the infantry really like to go join with the skirmishers and the archers back here, but hey ho, what can we do? Here they come over the hill. What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Is it a monster? No, it's the police, because I live near a police station. Got a big old shield wall here. Actually, I wonder if we can get them to do some cool formations. Just for fun. Yeah. Why don't you guys do a shield wall? No? Don't want to? Okay. No. I mean, actually, they're probably already in shield wall. I'm just being stupid. We want to deal with that. All fit in before it becomes a problem. Go to a shield and then just poke him with as many throwing sticks as possible. Okay. Let's go, because they're going to start running away soon, I think. Come on, Adam, lads, come on. Let's maybe not try and get them all coming after me at once, that would be a little bit silly. Getting a throw with them in the back though, not a bad idea. These guys are pretty well armoured though, because, I suppose because they're Vikings, but just in general they're pretty well armoured. Those two are completely running for it. I don't think we can catch up to them, but hopefully someone else might. Well, probably not, because Blade is complete incompetent. Get on the horse. Come on, lad. Hurry up. And the horse is very slow as well. It's certainly faster than anyone on foot, and certainly me with my heavy armour. Come on, lad. No. Bader's not about to do anything too useful there. I think he only caught up to them a bit too late, to be honest. 3 renown, 7 morale, but we do get 10 spearmen. And I will actually take these Norse soldiers as well. Because even though we aren't taking Norse companions, I'm more than happy to take Norse soldiers, especially if they're good ones like that. But I would definitely like some standard bearers in general. Saxon companion. And they can turn into how do you say that? 10 burned. Basically, I guess, banner bearer. Show the loot. Some more stuff. Nothing. I noticed that, although the Viking loot is good, there doesn't tend to be that much of it for the most part. Which I always find a little odd. Kingdom of Maine has declared war against Kingdom of Northumbria. That doesn't directly involve us at the moment. We could go back to Ireland, I suppose, but it may not be the best thing to do. I was going to say we could go help that Elderman, but he's got 5 troops left, so no. Let's head back to Chippenham. We might be able to help out here, hang on. If these two fight each other. Ooh, can he get there in time? Yes, so we're going to join this. This is going to be a big fight. 376 versus 198. 8 renown, this is going to be interesting. We're not going to be able to control everyone. We're only going to be able to control our troops, not the other lord's troops. Interesting, this is going to be a big fight. Better just follow me so you don't get too far ahead, I think. I don't know if they're just it looks like they might just be charging in for each other. This will be a big fight. With with a lot of casualties for everyone. I imagine myself included. But we do need to kind of target the Welsh down a bit. Okay, our troops are kind of putting ahead a bit too much, so let's pull them back, actually. I'd rather not be the first people into the fight. I don't mind contributing my troops, but I don't want to be the first people in the firing line, as it were. I think that's not a very smart thing to do, all things considered. He's starting a shield taunt. How very nice of him. Let's try to do some throwing weapons. We can at least get some proficiency up. So even, you know, these big professional armies don't have that much cavalry or archers. It's all about the shield walls, really. Okay, let's go. Everyone charge. I thought we were going in through. You bastard. That's pretty much me out of the fight almost straight away. This might have been a mistake. We are kind of out of position here, and we keep being ambushed from behind from cavalry. Let's pick up that throwing spear and throw it at someone, hopefully. There we go. The more things we can throw, the better. I do hope we win this, otherwise we're going to be in a whole host of trouble. This is like this is like shield walls clashing together. This is really cool. Pony! Mount the pony. Oh no, don't mount the pony, because then we can't use our sword. Half our army has fallen, that's not excellent. Okay, we are actually losing, but we do have more troops. Let's pick up that throwing spear and use it on someone. But we missed. Pick up all these throwing spears off the floor and just hope we make some success. Okay, well, that's why, because that wasn't very great of our noble companion lord just to pull back. He just pulled back without telling us, and now all my troops are out of position. So now they're going to chase us. But if we pull back to the lord, I mean, maybe all his troops just died. That might be it, actually. Okay, pull back to this mound here. We'll make a stand from there. This is the time I wish I had a sling, so I'd have a lot more ammo. How are we doing? Our allies are dying pretty quickly, but we'll just have to manage. This guy's got some pretty elite soldiers. These guys with chainmail are going to hit hard. Ugh. Okay, let's go again. Charge. We're kind of being massacred here. Maybe not massacred, but we're not doing great. Oh, and that's okay. Well, that's going to be the battle over for us. Oh no. At least we didn't take any. We didn't take any serious wounds, which is good. We can't even see if we're winning or losing now. That's the problem. Now we're knocked out. It's not excellent. Oh, good. We'll have to see. Hopefully it will be okay. Actually, I think weirdly they are kind of controlling themselves. I guess maybe they're being controlled by the computer, by the commanders of kind of the other commanders of the other armies. Interesting. Looks like we are winning now. I think it's just these last few troops to clear up. I hope we get some good beneficial reward out of this. If nothing else, just some more trophies, maybe some positive relation with the lords. Just in general, some good stuff. Hopefully, I think probably this guy's going to get away because I don't think there's any horsemen left. I think Bader's pretty dead at this point. There's another guy over there, but I don't think we're going to catch up to him in time. No, I don't think we're going to catch him. Yeah, we definitely need to get some more horsemen, but we just don't have the money at the moment. Because I want to make the companions more horsemen, because companions never die, they just get knocked unconscious, so they're pretty good to have as like a cavalry force, especially with how many spearmen there are in this version of the game. You know, it's really dangerous to have expensive cavalry and then just have them die straight away due to them being attacked by considerable spearmen, who are obviously very good at dealing with this kind of thing. Okay, well, we win, which is good. I'm sure we took quite a few hits. He doesn't really like us any more than he did, because he didn't like us anyway. We've had harsh words in the past, but let us now simply enjoy our victory. Sadly, the lord we were fighting escaped, but we do get to take some other people prisoner. And my hope is we get some war trophies or something useful out of all this. Because war trophies sell for pretty big. I mean, all these prisoners will sell pretty well, and we will take every single soldier here. Angle warrior, angle companion, angle freeholder, angle ruler, angle protractor. Okay, we've got a few battle trophies. They're not quite as useful, but we do. Okay, we do already have one war trophy. That's good. War trophy, a couple of battle trophies. It'll be worth something. And let's head back to Chippenham. Preferably avoiding Baden and Badenham, because there's probably people around. If we lose Chippenham, that's going to be a big blow for us. That's the problem. Right, speak to Ethelmere the Slaver. We've got some pretty snazzy prisoners for you to buy. Although some of them are not worth a lot, some of them should be worth a decent amount. Okay. We'll go to the market and sell our trophies. Redeem battle trophies. One battle trophy, that's 500. Another 500, and 1,000. And interestingly, I didn't know that if you trade your war trophy within a certain town, you actually get positive relation. That's good to know. Because then you could, if you needed good relation in a town, you could always save it up and go there. Okay, let's sell all this stuff. Okay. That battle has done well for our coin purse actually, so I can't really complain. Well, actually, we're going to have too much room to buy here, so let's take that back. And we can sell the rest at his fellow shop next door. Wonderful. Companion. I think we're going to go for a few more companions, because I really would like a couple of banner bearers, but they can be a bit of a mixed bag or double-edged sword sometimes, because they're great, they provide bonus morale, but if they get knocked unconscious or die, I think you get negative morale. So it's kind of getting the right mix of the two. I would really like to take Baden back for myself, but I think I need more troops before I do that. 88 versus 92. If we head down to Sierbra and then to Escancester and pick up some more troops there, we might have enough to take Baden for ourselves. And if we siege Baden ourselves, we should actually be given it by the Lord, the Breton Order, because we're not popular. We need to make a name for ourselves. The sound of a galloping horse pierces the cold morning, and you run outside to find a watchman dismounting. He tells you that a strange ship has carrying men who speak a foreign language has been shipwrecked on the coast nearby. We can send men to search for valuables if there are any survivors, kill them. Send men to investigate if there are any survivors, recruit them. Let's do that. 300 pennies and 2 survivors. Who were they? 2 Vikings. Okay. Well, obviously we do lose a bit of morale, but if we're going in for a siege, I think it's worth doing. We're now up to 104. Eventually Baden's going to get some more recruits, so we can't really afford to wait around. I don't know if we can actually get recruits in Chippenham itself. 800 pennies. Okay, we'll take that. It's better than nothing. How's Baden doing now? 92 still. You know what? I'm going to risk it. It might be a terrible idea. We're going to try besiege. Oh my goodness, I forgot how. I forgot there's such a complicated thing for siege warfare in this. Okay. Coordinating the siege warfare, planning the siege, planning the assault. Do we do this? We can investigate the defences. Prevent disease. Okay, well, let's build construction to just get rid of the siege. I think that's important. Planning the assault. Build equipment, 12 hours, okay. Men are building ladders. Can we just get them to leave, I wonder? Our offer an honourable agreement to the siege, pay us off? No, okay. I was hoping they might pay us off. If we see a big lord coming in for us, though, we need to just abandon siege ASAP. Of course, there are expenses. How are we doing on the ladders? Beneficial building the ladders. Why can we not assault? Order Vanguard to prepare for assault. Okay, we lost 6. Ours arrived. Let's go. Can we take Baden? I don't. We might have the slight advantage. We have the advantage, but they've got the walls. We just have to charge, I think. Luckily, we don't have too many kind of low-level troops. We will have some. They're going to massacre us, I reckon. And if I get knocked out, then we have to retreat anyway. So I'm going to stay behind this rock like a coward and throw my weapons in. And hope it does something useful with it. It doesn't seem to be doing much yet. I'm hoping we have a higher quality of troop. Ooh, this is going to be interesting to see if we can actually pull this off. Okay, we're going to just do this weird like jumping thing over the wall. I'm going to try to anyway. Luckily these walls are not really tall enough to avoid being attacked. Oh my goodness, stop throwing stuff at me, good grief. Where am I being attacked from? Okay, interesting. I can't get knocked unconscious, otherwise we'll have to go for a new siege, and that's awful. That would be awful news if I had to do that. No, don't you dare shoot me with your bow and arrow, I can see you there. How are we doing? We are losing considerably. Gotcha. Are we going to manage? Probably not. When do I sound the retreat? Pretty soon. Come on. I'm hoping we can turn the tides, but we may not be able to. But, like, the quality of their troop is not that much better than ours, but we just don't. I don't think we quite have the numbers. Whoa, okay. Okay, that's it. Morgan's going to be upset, but we're going to have to get out. We killed 39. We've accumulated an injury. We're going to need to go deal with that. We lost 24. We could just continue in the siege, I suppose, but we are going to need to abandon the siege to go get our health back. Morgan's going to be thrilled that we lost that many troops. Pardon me, Warlord. It's not good to turn every battle into bloodbath on your side. Your first duty is to the men who form your shield wall. The least that they can expect is food, pay, the opportunity to loot, and that you not waste their lives needlessly. You know what? I actually agree. I can't slate that at all. But what can I do? Okay. Don't need to do that actually. Ethelmer, you have nothing that I can do with you. Okay, we're not quite strong enough to take them on just yet, sadly. So that's going to be a failed siege of Baden for the time being, and they are going to just get more troops coming in, and probably a lord to come in to come protect them. If we can get more troops quickly, we might be able to think about going in for another attack, but I don't know if we'll manage it. And we just made peace with... Okay, well that decides that. We've just made peace with Baden, or we made peace with the Lords of Gwynedd, so we can't go and take them out, sadly. That's annoying. We could have really done with getting Baden back, because now we have no land for ourselves at all. Damn. At least we sold the Lord before the At least we sold the Lord before that all went wrong, and they made peace. Otherwise, we wouldn't. Oh yeah, we need to. Oh my goodness, yeah, I forgot. I don't want to take a. I don't want to take a loss of 1 strength permanently. That's not a good idea. Let's get back to Chippenham in a hurry. Kaio is not thrilled. Can I persuade you to stay? Yes. Right, head to Chippenham. We're going to have to really up everyone's morale here, so this is going to be a little bit of a cost. But let's head to Chippenham. First of all, we need to stroll through the town and find that physician. Don't know why I felt the need to get my sword and shield out. We're not going into combat, or at least I hope not. That was our first assault. If we'd had like another 50 men, I think we might have been able to pull it off. Like 50 decent men, not like 50 peasants. It wouldn't have really helped us that much. We might still be able to pull it off, but not now they've made peace. No chance of that happening now, sadly. But we are still at war with another Welsh faction, so if we see an opportunity there, we might take it. But it's not ideal, must be said. Dog. Looks a bit like a weird, it's a greyhound, isn't it? Who's a good dog? I want to pat you, but I can't put my sword away. Okay. Definitely just patted the dog with my sword and the pig with my sword. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Where is the physician in this town? There's the physician, I would think. Yes, physician and the mayor. Physician, I require you to tend to my heavy wounds. Thank you very much. I want to trade the locals. Actually, I want to go to the meat hall to improve my morale, because my morale is pretty low after that siege, understandably. Well, consider a message. That's interesting. How can I? Okay. I can send him a gift. That's interesting. I actually didn't know I could do that. That's very interesting to know. I want to buy me and my men some ale. That is very expensive for 10 morale. Good grief. I don't think it's probably won't have helped that much, to be honest. In the grand scheme of things, let's. I think are we at war with the pink faction? Faction. Sex. We're at war with Glissing. Yes, we're at war with the pink faction. The Glissing faction. Fries in Northumbria and Northvega in Northumbria. Well, those will be some pretty big conflicts. Let's see if there's anything worth thinking. Okay, let's not do that, given they're right there. What we might do, now that we're no longer at war with Gwynedd, is go over to Ireland again, just briefly, to go speak to the Irish monk. It'll probably cost us more than it's worth. I wonder if he's got another job for us in the meantime. Okay, Colin of the Adventurers was defeated but managed to escape to Dismemberment, and I want to... First of all, I want to see the ships, see if there's any ships that I can buy. Probably not, because they're incredibly expensive. So there's a ship like that I could afford, but it's only going to carry 11 men, so what's the point? Right, we're just going to travel to another port. We're going to travel to Dublin. Okay, only 957 pennies. It's not as bad as I remember. I think because last time we had to go from up in Scotland because we were at war with Gwynedd. We'll visit the meat hall. We'll see if anything interesting is happening here. Oh, bandits. Okay, we are at war with a couple of Irish factions, so we do need to be a little bit careful. Okay, that's Bodo. That's Morgan. Is that everyone? No, there's a few more people hiding around the corner. A couple of slingers. Come here. I do like that your companions actually join you for the ambush, because it makes sense you wouldn't be walking alone. Oh my goodness, there's so many of them. Okay, we'll deal with you. Our companions should be able to deal with that other chap. And then we'll head in to deal with these two. But, you know, in most of the mods, I think you just go by yourself and have to deal with like 8 of these archers. The enemies lie dead. Interesting, we can actually find out who wants us dead. Meet me in Balwusklai. That's hard to say. Is that an Irish? That's presumably an Irish. Interesting. Okay, well, let's... First we'll head to Finian. And then we'll head down there to see who wants us dead, because that's intriguing. We do need to be careful, because lots of people around here don't like us very much. Although why we're at war with someone across the sea is a whole different question. Right, Finian, let's go visit the abbot. I think this is the one. Hello, abbot, I've dealt with your snake problem. The snake is dead. I know. Our spy sent a messenger with the news. Here is our reward. You see, my patron is very generous. That being said, I have a suggestion. Our spy told us that you have bantered away with the snake too much. This was a mistake. He could have dissuaded you. And also, the less you know about my patron's business, the better it is for your own sake. Is that a threat? I understand. That's what I do. I understand. There's another threat, another danger that threatens Eru. I hope that's not another murder. I'm not an assassin. No, thank God. In this case it is only information. Listen. Across the sea, Kimmergrade has become a refugee for the people of Eru. That's in Wales. It's a place that breeds intrigue. 2 people in particular pose dangers to us. They are a couple of people's grandchildren. Your mission is to simply go and find out where they're hiding. As nobody connects you with my patron, you can simply ask the mayor, a man called Dongal, for this information. This easy task, you'll get another 5,000 pennies. Okay, Dongal has a weakness for gold. I'm sure you'll be able to convince him. Come back as soon as possible with news about the location of his grandchildren. Good luck. Farewell, Pater. Oh god, I look good in this monastery. Although I do very much look like a Viking, even though I'm not. Okay. Well, 5,000 is actually worth having. I think it's up to 14,000, but we still need to pay for our journey back. So let's go fight some people, but also find out who's trying to kill us. Or potentially trying to kill us. We are still just about turning a profit, which is good. Actually, that reminds me, who are we actually at war with? Because that's going to help us. We're at war with Legin and Connacht. So that's these Legin and Rumain. Connacht is the light blue and pink. Those are the people we need to avoid. Light blue and pink. Gwyneth has attacked Mias. Okay, it's going to be another rather major war around there, but it's not a problem. Right now, I want to see who's causing me all this troubles, but I will go after these ruffians, 55 ruffians. They're poor and persecuted, or at least that's what they're claiming. But I think it's time for them to die, and we could do with some good morale from a win, so I think it's important that we kill these guys. Archers and skirmishers on the hill, as always. That's not what I asked the infantry or the spearmen to do, but that's what they're going to do because they don't follow orders. I wonder if it's actually them not following orders, or if it's just a bit of a glitch. Either way, I can't imagine 55 ruffians to be that much of an issue, all things considered. I would definitely like to get some land back somehow though, because right now we have no land whatsoever. We have businesses, but we've lost Badenham to the Welsh, and then our overlord made peace with the Welsh, so there's not much we can do against them for the time being. I think if we can keep doing these quests, keep earning money, keep investing in businesses, and upgrading our troops, I think that's the main thing we can do for the time being. There they are. They're just ruffians. They don't have really any gear of anything noteworthy. So it should be honestly a bit of a massacre, even though there's 55 of them. Honestly, I think we can just charge in because pretty soon they're going to start running. But I do want to practice with my throwing weapons, I think. The more I can practice with my throwing weapons, the better. And then we're going two-handed to get our two-handed weapons proficiency up as well. I don't think they're going to be able to cause too much damage to us, all things considered. Like, a lot of them are already running. And this actually gives us a bit more range as well, which is useful. I might be able to catch up to you, but you're going to throw rocks at me. Come here. Come here. Okay, you're dealt with. There's someone up here we can go after. There's someone behind us, but I'm sure he'll be dealt with elsewhere. How many people are left? No one. They're all dead. Wonderful. I can't imagine we'll get a huge amount of interesting, but we do get 14 young warriors who, you know, they're fairly decent bog standard infantry. So I'm not going to say no to them. I'm going to move that angle warrior up because he's actually pretty decent. Share the loot as it's common. Yeah, nothing really noteworthy in our loot, but it's still money. It's not bad at all. And the more money we get, the closer we get to independence, which we will go for independence, I think probably in the next few, well, hopefully in the next few parts, depending on how things go and if people decide to stop killing us. Let's head to Mumei, to Casil. Ah, such a lovely spot at the foot of the Eriu. The region of Mumei or Munster is the most poetic and beautiful part of what the Romans called Hibernia. Tell me more. This is the home of the best bards in these lands. Even small boys and girls in this kingdom sing better than the bards in the rest of the world. Many of these people respect the old traditions and gods, and thus Munster is the most prosperous land in all of Eriu. The nobility, of which I am also part, I must admit, is also the noblest of the nobilities. This is because all of us have at least one drop of the blood of the 9 goddesses that bless our homeland within us. These goddesses are, I'm going to butcher these names, Anan, Ain, Grien, Cleodna, Emond, Mumen, Bebin, Abel, and the infamous but extremely beautiful Queen Mongfind. I'm not sure that the name is beautiful, but sure. Settle here, O valorous one, and someday one of those goddesses might come to your bed in the dark of the night, just as Mongfind did to me 12 nights ago. You lucky, lucky man. He had a goddess come visit him in the dead of night. Right, let's go just sell all this random peasant shoes that we have, because they're not going to earn us a bit of money, but they are clogging up our inventory, and they will maybe pay for our shit, help pay for our shit back, if nothing else. Not much, but something. 480 pennies, actually. I shouldn't sniff. Traveller, Brunson Broker, have all my terrible prisoners who aren't worth anything, thank you. And now we just need to find out who is killing us, or trying to kill us, and it's down here in the southern parts of the Emerald Isle. We can meet somewhere nearby, I think they said. You can meet the killer's contact actually in the village. Go to the village centre. Oh, this is a nice village. Oh, there's some pretty tall hills. Who's the contact? We'll get our sword and shield out, because I imagine we might have to do some fighting. And can any villager be the contact? No. So we need to find the contact somewhere. I imagine they'll be fairly... That's a contact, because he's got a weapon. Good sir, why do you have a... You're a villager, you shouldn't have a sword and axe and shield. Who are you? Who the hell are you? What do you want? My name is Guslaf. Sound familiar? I have some questions for you. Questions? I'm not going to answer your questions. I have no idea who you are. This is your last warning, sir. Last warning. Answer me or die. I still don't know who you are and what you were talking about. I'll try to answer your questions, but stop threatening me. I was attacked by some thugs not so long ago. I managed to dispose of the attackers and found a note saying to me to contact in here. Both you and I know you are that contact. I don't really care about you, but I do need to know who your paymasters are and why. Right, if you promise to let me go towards Male Kalach Makebel, oh my goodness, these names. Makebel of the Kingdom of Lagan. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Okay. You've helped me and saved yourself. Be gone now. Can we do anything else with him? No. So now what do we do? We need to confront the Lord directly, but he's part of the Kingdom of Lagan, who we are actively at war with. So we can't really speak to him. If we speak to him, we're going to die. Unless he's pretty... Okay, well, we'll head to kind of the Lagan area. Okay, he's... Okay. We'll head up that way, we'll see if we find him, and if he's low on men, we might confront him. We've only got 30 days to deal with this before it becomes an issue. So I don't know if we're going to manage it. Lots of thieves around here. Interesting. Is that him there? It is. But if we speak to him, we're just going to die. He's following us anyway. Sure. Last time you fled from me, that was a wise decision. I heard a rumour that there was a recent attempt to murder me. Excuse me, Gustav, please don't tell me you believe everything people say on the street. People who want to bring me down or destroy our friendship spread these rumours. What friendship? We're at war. We're not going to have friendship with each other. True, most rumours are nothing more than lies. Not in this case, though. I met someone who told me all about your involvement in this matter. Would you like to meet him too? It wasn't really my choice. Some lords are not very happy with your rise in power, so they ordered me to organise this accident. What could I do? I didn't want to do this, but what choice did I have? So I can try knock him out or kill him. I can take some money, which actually would be quite useful, or I could inform the Legion of the criminal deeds. But I don't think that's going to do anything because we're at war with this faction. So we're going to go to the Legion. He's going to be like, well, yeah, well, of course we tried to assassinate you. We're at war with each other. Honestly, if you can just pay me some money, he doesn't have that money. I demand satisfaction. If it's a duel, okay. It's not going to like us very much. Here we go. Oh my goodness, okay, he hurts. I have a feeling we might actually lose this duel. Come on. Oh, he's so fast. What is this? There goes the assassination plot. We've lost the duel. Hi, you lost. Settle it. That be go. Okay, so we lost some renown. Honestly, if you just paid me 2,000 bucks, I'd be fine. And now we need to run away from him because he's going to chase us. That was a bit of a mistake, but oh well. I've never seen that assassination plot quest come up before, so that was quite interesting. And now we're going to head back to Dublin and go back over to Wales. Because we've got to continue these quests for the... oh my god, no. Run. Thank you. We've got to continue the quests for that lord... that abbot. We are wounded. We'll have to get treated in, I think, Dublin. Because it's safe. So we need to stroll through the town. Luckily the people who heal you are always very distinctive looking because they always look like priests or people of faith. But the question is, you just have to find them first. There's always a bit of a maze in the... I'm certainly in Dublin. Okay, where am I going? Actually, no, Ireland was the last place was the last country I went to before before the COVID restrictions came in, so the last time I've been abroad was to Ireland, and I really enjoyed it. It was such a gorgeous country and lovely people, gorgeous culture and tradition. I would love to go back. Where on earth is this priest? I know where the one is in Chippenham. If we think we can make it back to Chippenham in time, we need to go back to Chippenham. Oh, that might be him there. I think that's him there. Wonderful. Physician. I also saw a dog. Okay, tend to my wounds. Let's go out and see the coast of Dublin. Ooh, this is nice. Hello, dog. Who are you? Are you just a peasant or like a villager? You look kind of important. You're the shipwright. Welcome, landlubber. I want to travel to another port. Oh, I can you to build me a ship. That's good. I have many warriors. Can you build a booster for me? Only the Norse can build a booster. Carvey. I want Ashwood. Okay, so we can actually get them to build us a ship. That's good. A skeed? No. Okay, so he can't only the Norse can build some more. He can only build some certain stuff. That's still pretty expensive. Okay, for now I just want to go home. I want to travel to Inismore, I think. Yeah, let's go. Okay, we're heading back from Ireland to the mainland, and we need to go find whoever the grandchildren are of that random lord. That was in Care. Was Care McGuid? Yes, that's probably not how you say it though. Okay, off to Care McGuid we go. Luckily, we are now no longer at war with this Welsh faction. There are many other Welsh factions we are still at war with, but not this one. If he's willing to pay 5,000 every time, we will actually make a profit. But we need to make sure we use the money he gives us wisely. Okay, Care McGuid. What do we need to go? We need to go find them from Mayor Dongle. Was that as in like Wi-Fi dongle? I used to have one of those when my internet was terrible at my parents' house. We will just get our sword and shield out on the off chance we get ambushed. I don't think we will, but just in case. Hello, good sir. I'm just here to inquire about some grandchildren, which sounds a bit weird, I know, but just bear with me on that. Town mayor is usually in a fairly kind of distinctive area. Actually, let's climb on this person's roof. Where's the mayor? I feel like Assassin's Creed now. I just need a hay bale to jump into. You know. Ooh! I never understood that, because if you... Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, if you fell off that much, you would hurt yourself. Falling from the very top of a tower into a hay bale would not save your life. You would absolutely just break all your bones. But still, it's a really cool effect. I haven't played the Assassin's Creed games in ages. I think my favourite one's Black Flag, just because I like being a pirate. Okay, that's just some spearmen. I'm guessing maybe he's up by the main hall. That would just make sense. Where is Dongle? That's the fort guard. Where's the Wi-Fi dongle? Where are you? You're gonna be here somewhere. Mr. Dongle. Or Dongal, possibly. That might be you over there. But that might also just be the horse merchant, because that's where the horses are. Where are you? Are you Dongle? No, you're the horse merchant, as I expected. Child? No, you are not willing to talk to strangers. Stranger danger, I suppose. Can you tell me where Dongle is? No. Well, he's got to be around. He's got to be around here somewhere. He can't just be hiding. Where's Mayor Dongle? It's a prison guard. That doesn't really help us. Okay, we kind of searched over that way. We'll search over this way now. Well, it's important. We can't continue until we find this guy. I guess because he's for a quest, he might just be in a really tough to find location. Or I'm just being a complete idiot and can't see him. That might be him over there. Or one of these guys. That's the armourer, villager, weaponsmith. You're stationary, you're not moving. I really hope you're not the goods trader. Mayor Dongle, thank you. Who are you? I've heard that the children of Flaith Batak are here. Did you know that? Yes. Everyone has heard of them? The children of the son of this person, the brother of Ed McNeil. Oh my goodness, these Irish and Welsh names are crazy. Rhi Erin Uil, called Finleith, or the Fair Warrior. His untimely death gave Ed access to the throne of Aelich. Flaith Batak's family had a bad end too, but 2 of his children escaped with the 2 grandchildren. But I heard one of the 2 who escaped die recently. I feel sorry for him, so very tragic. If I give you 1,000 pennies, can you tell me where he is? You look like a trustworthy sort, and I do not owe anything to his grandchildren, but I would like to, in return, service to my community. Make their life better so they love you in this town, and we will talk again. Okay, how much positive relation do I need? Of 10 points. They're currently at 2. Well then, I guess we need to get some battle trophies or win some tournaments here. If I go to the mead hall and give them $1,000, how much does that... No, hang on. 1,000 pennies. That gets me how much in terms of positive roll? Another 2. So we would need to spend another 3 grand to therefore neglecting all the money we make from the priest. But I think we're going to do it anyway, and just hope that we can tell the priest we have to spend some money getting this place on side. And we might get some more rewards from the priest anyway. Whether it'll be worth it, I just don't know, but we've got to try. At least we know where Dongle is now. I will still just have my sword and shield out. I think you can do some relation stuff with like the local villagers, because some of them, sometimes you speak to them, they're like, oh, my life is so hard. How is life here? Let me just speak to a couple of these villagers, because sometimes you can, I think, get positive relations just by speaking to random townspeople. But I think this is a fairly well off town, so we may not be able to do much. I think it only works better with kind of lower value or poorer towns. I think if we give you 3 grand, that should be enough. Oh, okay. Well, we can't. I don't think we can go to the meat hall constantly. I think we have to do that every now and then. Yeah, okay. So we need to do something to make Ken Woodgrad like us a bit more. Speaking of which, are there any tournaments going in nearby areas? Competition Master. Any tournaments nearby? There's going to be one at Canterbury, Edinburgh, London and Airlich. We'll go to London because we're going to need some money to deal with all this bribing of townsfolk. Actually, if we get any war trophy, if we get some war trophies, we could hand them in at... Yeah, if we get war trophies, we could hand them in at Kemmergrade, and that would actually help us. Because you get positive... Because now we know we can get positive relation from doing war trophies. But we need to find somewhere actually at war with to be able to do that. The tournament is still here, so we will try and win, but we may not. Luckily, we do have an axe this time. But when we have shield, when we have a spear and shield, we're not going to do anywhere near as well. Please don't throw things at me. Okay, you're dealt with. You will be dealt with. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of yellow. Good Good sirs. Cease and desist, please. Okay, I'm hoping we'll get through for the tournament master, because we killed enough people. Fight in the next round. Oh, we have a spear and shield, just excellent. Spears are great on horseback, not great on foot, I think. Even in this mod, which does make them a bit better. But as long as I can kind of get around the back of them and just do damage with my two-hander, I should be okay. But if we go into one-on-one with combat, and there you have an axe or a sword, we could be in a whole lot of trouble. Come back here, I don't want you to fight them. Okay, charge now. We can just... Hopefully that blue person does good damage to the yellow person before they die. Okay, that's one-on-one, that's good. And we'll just fight the winner, this yellow person. Ow. Camp defender, thank you. Camp defender saved my life. 2 teams of 3 fighters each, that could be interesting. There's still a couple of very high level chaps here. We do have a sword, which is good. We've got Beta. Oh, we have Beta. Hopefully you're better off in your own horseback. That didn't sound like it started very well. If we can get this camp defender down. Okay, nice. We had the champion fighter, I think, helped us pretty well. 2 teams of 1 fighter each. This is all on me. If I get knocked down now, it's completely my fault. And of course, I've got a spear and shield. And he's got a... he's got a spear and shield as well. Okay. I'm not talking much. I really should be, but this is a tough fight. There we go. Oh no, I thought we had him. There we go. Okay. 2 teams of 1 fighter. This is the final round. Who is still here? Me and a champion fighter. I really hope we don't have a spear and shield. And of course we do. And he has a sword. God damn it. Okay. This could be a problem actually. We've got to use our range if we can, because he's going to have the speed and he has a shield at his advantage. There we go. Yes, tournament won. Good. Good amount of money, and they like us a bit more. If there's a tournament in Kermagrid, that would actually help us a lot as well. I did see that there was one in Canterbury as well. That's not our fight. That's fine. We'll see if we can get to the one in Canterbury. Oh my goodness, okay. Who are we fighting now? 39 troops? That's fine. I don't know why they felt the need to attack us, but that's okay. I suppose they're outlaws. They just feel the need to do that all the time. Okay, let's push forward. Infantry here, and spearmen here. Then archers and skirmishers on the hill. Cavalry, hold there. Once again, the spearmen do not want to follow my orders. Don't know why. I don't know if we'll be able to get to Canterbury before the tournament there runs out. But it's extra money, which would be very useful. These guys do all have shields though, so they're not going to be complete pushovers like ruffians or peasants. Or priests. Okay. We should probably stay with our shield wall. Let's not push ahead too much. We can start throwing in some weapons, I think. Okay, infantry charge. Spearmen do the same. Range, stay back and just try shoot from distance. There are actually quite a few of these guys here. I might have slightly underestimated this fight, but he has lost a few troops already, which is good. Stop spearing me, please. Don't you dare run away. Oh, you're gonna hurt. You look bulky. I'm just gonna hold my shield up while my troops do all the work. Thank you. Okay, I don't think we're gonna catch those two guys down the far end. They're quite far away. We are actually taking damage from blood loss, so they actually want them to get off the field as soon as possible. Because I'm actually going to get knocked unconscious here if I'm not careful. Beta is holding position. That's my fault. Okay, I think actually the best thing we can do is stand still, because if we get knocked out, that's going to be a real pain. There we go. More damage from blood loss. And we're unconscious. Oh well. Let's follow our troops, see if they can actually get anything done. I would imagine not, but they might be able to. Got like a nice bird's eye view here, but I don't think we're going to catch up to them. I mean, because even Bader's only just getting close to them now, and he's on. We really do need more cavalrymen, but I really don't want to invest in horses at the moment. They're just too expensive, and you so rarely. I don't think you really get horses as loot. You do in stuff like Prophecy of Pendor and some other mods, but as this is such an infantry-focused mod, I don't think there's as much of a precedent for it. You know, some mods are just very infantry based. This one, Gekukujo, which is based in kind of Japan, kind of the height of samurais, that kind of thing. Okay, some robbers, some reavers. I think they might have attacked us because there were some other people nearby, but they didn't come join the fight, so that's good. We'll take all this to sell. I would like to try and get down to Canterbury and do the other tournament. I think that's why they were coming after us. 39 soldiers. Ooh. Good soldiers as well. Can we take them on? There's 62. You know what? We're going to try it. This could be an interesting fight. Especially as I don't really have much health. We're going to pull back to this hill here. We're definitely letting them come to us. So they get spread out. We can use our range to our advantage. Infantry hold here, spearmen hold here, archers up the top, as well as our skirmishers. Cavalry hold on the side. Definitely let them come to us, we throw the weapons at them while they're kind of straggled out. That's the best chance we have. What are you doing, spearmen? That's not where I told you to go. They're really being quite mutinous at the moment, aren't they? Okay, push forward a bit. Join the infantry line, I think. We do definitely need some more like range in general, but the problem is the bowmen are just pretty weak in general, and they're just quite easy to kill. Are they charging in? Yes, good. I'd rather that I don't have to advance on them. If I did, I think we'd be in a lot more trouble. Here they come. Over the crest, and our bowmen should start firing fairly soon, but they shouldn't do that much. The problem is they're not really strong enough to do that much damage, but at least they have range. But I think actually the throwing weapons do more damage, but they have to get much closer, obviously, to be within range of a throwing axe or a spear or javelin. This, however, it's not going to be a cakewalk. These guys will be pretty tough. Most of them have shields, but my hope is that because they're stretched down, we're kind of here as one. We should be a bit better. I don't mind if they run away. I'd rather... I'm just here for the 39 prisoners they have in their army, because that is a lot of recruiting that I then... and training, actually, that I don't need to do. We're charging. Let's go. It's not going to be the easiest of fights, but we do seem to be having... we do seem to be at least in the advantage at the moment. Let's deal with you. Our Slaver Chief, for some reason, was trying to, despite having an axe, was actually trying to punch that person to death. I'm not entirely sure why he felt the need to do that, but hey ho. Okay, we do seem to be winning this. I perhaps was a little over worried. Okay, we dealt with his shield, that's nice. Probably should put our shield up though. He's going to come in after us. I think we can probably just throw. Okay, he shot us, but we threw a javelin at him. There we go. And a bunch of... I mean, some of them are just peasants, of course. But in the long run, I think this will be worth it, just so we don't have to constantly hire and train. And of course, these peasants can turn into something better. It's just, at the moment, they're naff. But they won't always be naff. I will leave the peasant woman behind, though. Let's continue into bowman. Let's make sure everyone is upgraded. But make sure kind of all the peasants are at the bottom. So Anglo peasant can go down, as can the Briton serf. We do have, it seems, another horseman, but I don't know how long they'll survive. But we'll move the freeman up and the spearman up. Bowmen's and the peasants at the bottom. Grab what we can to sell, and then head on our way to Canterbury. Or at least attempt to head to Canterbury. Because we keep getting stopped by these groups of soldiers. But that's okay, we actually engaged them purposefully that time. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to them in time. Oh, Bodo has something to say. Perhaps you don't know about Camp Wildbur, or Canterbury, in the Kingdom of West Saxon. This is the city where the ship, the Woden Rick, would have brought me, but the Viking attack near the coast of Frisia changed all that. Changed my fate forever. You know that Canterbury was the capital of the Kingdom of Kent until very recently. I read about this before I came here. I talked to a Saxon scholar who had been invited to Asturias. In my kingdom, we call everybody here Saxons. But really, in Kent lived Jutes, people who preceded the Saxons from across the sea. The Jutes conquered this land from the Britons after Rome left Britannia. Curiously, the Danish, who are now the Jutes' relatives, or perhaps their descendants, are now their enemies and attack this land. I remember long afternoons with a Saxon scholar, an old man named Beda, who informed me of this part of the world and prepared me for my trip. It's always nice hearing the backstories of these guys. Let's first of all get rid of all this gear. Again, making somebody sound like a drug dealer, but that's fine. We should actually get a good amount of money for all these bits of armour. In fact, this guy's not going to have anywhere near enough money to pay for all the stuff we're trying to sell. So let's make sure we grab that back. Go to the weaponsmith. We should be able to get a new business up soon, which is good, as we don't have property at the moment. Head to the tavern. It does seem that we've missed the tournament, sadly, though. But what can we do? Belligerent drunk, ransom broker. I really don't want to engage with the belligerent drunk, but we probably will need to. Hello. Let's kill you. Because he's going to come attack us anyway. And we get a bit of money. And a sex, which is not going to sell for much, but it'll sell for, well, 41 bucks. Or 41 pennies, I should say. Are there any other tournaments going? If there's one in Kermagrade, I'd be very grateful. There's one in Bodmin and Aelitz. We might be able to make the one in Bossavena if we're lucky. Well, we are crossing pretty much the entire breadth of the kingdom of West Saxa down to Cornubia. Please don't attack me. I've got things to be doing. Tournaments to be winning. There's a feast in Rofacesta, that's fine. I'd like to get to Bodmin if I can. Okay, we are now losing money, but that's because we just picked up a whole bunch of new soldiers now at 126. Ah, perhaps you don't know about this about Tintagel or Tintagel? Tintagel Castle. I've been there. One of the mightiest forts of Cornubia. I served in the shield wall of its lord as a Driften long before I was forced into exile. Cornubia used to be a strong kingdom called Dumnomia. People from Dumnomia usually call themselves Deafness, which simply means men of Dumnomia. Our land was famous for the high quality of tin extracted from its mines. Now our kingdom is small and poor. We only have the memories and history. Do you know that Tintagel was the place where they say the man Arthur, whom the bards sing about, was born? And weirdly, the tin mining in Cornwall continued up until like the 19th century before it kind of collapsed as an industry, and now Cornwall's all about tourism, really. Let's join the tournament. 4 teams of 5 fighters. Please don't give me a spear. Axe and shield. I can do that. Wonderful. I suppose we'll take on this red soldier, who for some reason doesn't have a shield. I guess maybe he just forgot to pick it up this morning. Okay, we've got camp defender, veteran fighter. There's a lot of yellow soldiers there. Also, yellow, green, one of the two. We also seem to be losing. Oh yeah, we're definitely losing. I think we have already got 1 kill, so I'm hoping we'll be sent through anyway. Yes, we are. Wonderful. Because they deem that we have been good enough within the tournament. Okay, everyone wait here. Let's fight them one at a time. Oh my goodness, there's groups everywhere. Okay, well let's fight as one group. Then we have a camp defender and a lord, so we're not going to probably survive this very well. I want to take out yellow because there's 2 of them here. Actually, there's 3 of them here. Somehow we are actually surviving. Wonderful. And then there's 3 of us versus 2 blue. Okay. We're managing. This is good. If we win this tournament, that should be enough to get us another business. 2 teams of 7 fighters. This is going to be a bit of a free-for-all. And we do have an axe, which is nice. That one person that's pushing way too far ahead, they're going to die pretty quickly. If we can get around the back of them, that'd be good. But this guy wants to shield bash me. Okay, we do seem to be doing okay for the most part. Let's go after this javelin thrower. Do a cool ninja jump. Because everyone knows that cool ninja jumps work well in tournaments. 4 teams and 1 fighter, so we're going to have to fend for ourselves in this one. Hopefully they don't both come for us. You know what? We're going to be a coward. We're going to let those 3 fight it out, and we'll fight the winner. In a tournament, I'm not ashamed to do that. We'll fight whoever wins out of yellow, green and red. Preferably I'd like to fight yellow because they have a spear. But I think we'll probably end up fighting red. Yeah, we're fighting red, okay. We are going to go with just our spear. And we're going to have to use our range. There we go, wonderful. I'm kind of getting more used to the 2-handed spear, but I miss having a shield. 2 teams of 2, this could be interesting depending on who we have with us. Champion fighter, okay. Well, let's wait here, we don't need to... okay, no, we need to charge. If they've got throwing weapons, we just need to go and deal with it. From champion fighter, I'm going to need you to pull something out of the bag here. Oh boy. No. Well, we weren't going to win every tournament. That's fine. Okay, well we lost the tournament in Bodmin. While we're here though, anyone interested in the meat hall? There's Happy Widow, ransom broker. We don't have any prisoners to sell. It's fine. I think we can actually maybe go. We are still at war with. We're still at war with a certain. We're still at war with the Abush faction, the Gwissing faction. So, if we can get some. If we can get some war trophies as opposed to battle trophies and trade them in, at Camer Grid, we would actually be okay. Because then that would give us positive relation. Let's maybe not use the ferry station where we would be actively walking into a war zone. That feels like a bad idea. You know, we'd be literally arriving at the port where we're actively wanted. That doesn't feel like a good idea at all. We're close to completing our goal, which is good. And we actually, now that we've grown in size, we actually get like a group of soldiers behind us, which is cool. As nature becomes a plethora of colours, people will replenish their stores and prepare for winter. Very nice. Let's upgrade these guys. We'll give some more. Actually, you know what? We'll get all these guys into becoming bowmen. We'll give ourselves a ranged contingent. That's Northumbria. Let's not actively anger them. They are our friends, or at least not our enemies for the time being. Oh, I'd like to take out you. You've only got 44 troops. You, however, have considerably more troops. If I can just like maneuver around them. 207 I'd rather not take on. We can hide out here for the time being. Okay, we're going to try... I mean, I imagine he's just going to retreat into Cardiff if we try attack him, but we've got to try, eh? Oh no, okay. Let's not do that now because he's going to... We're fighting two lords. We don't want to do that. Along the way, you find a sick woman. Her skin is a yellow tone and she coughs constantly. She's from a nearby village, but no one there knows how to cure her illness. We're going to get Beda to give her a bloodletting. She thanks you profusely and head back to her village, a little weak from the ordeal. And Cardiff likes us a bit more. Sadly, we could have done that at Camer Grid, that would have been useful. Oh, go away! I just want to fight one of you. I don't think we're going to be able to protect that. Well, I don't particularly want to protect the castle. I just want to be able to take the I want to be able to take the guy prisoner and also get some war trophies to take to Camer Grid. Come on. Oh, there's just too many of them. Too many of them here. That's the issue, I think. They're not very big factions. They don't have a huge amount of troops around. I'm hoping these guys can come and help. Can I convince you to support me instead? No. Do you have any tasks for me? No. This is a problem. I'm not going to get much land because I'm not really... No one's really friends with me. Well, I've kind of angered everyone. I'm going to go save that castle if we can, though. And I'd like to do a battle. I like a battle trophy, multiple battle trophies. Oh, they're fighting here. I think if we did take them on, we'd be okay. Where are you going? I want to get that guy who's got 44 troops. Oh, I went back into Cardiff. I see. We might be able to get him. I think he's just gonna run. He's just gonna run. Yeah, he's just gonna run back into Cardiff. That's the problem. Oh, come on! Yeah, we got him. Nice. Surrender or die. Your men are eager to attack him because he is hated. Nice. And we haven't got the other lords into the fight, which is what I was concerned about, because we would be horrendously outnumbered if that were the case. We might get a battle. We might get a battle trophy. I'm not sure if we'll get a war trophy though. But if anything else, we're at least taking out another lord. But he's not just your standard ruffian. He's not just going to run in. He'll actually kind of fight this properly, which is a shame, but is, you know, sensible in the grand scheme of things. So we're going to have to be a bit more tactical than just kind of standing on a hill and hoping for the best. Because I don't think they're going to charge. No, they're not going to charge for us. We're going to have to go in for them. But we do outnumber them about 3-1, so in that aspect we should be okay. I do see them over there. I'm probably actually just going to charge them, to be honest, but I'd rather charge with my infantry and spearmen leading, and then followed by cavalry and skirmishers and archers. So infantry charge and spearmen charge, it's probably just a bit quicker than moving in formation. We will take some losses here, but that's okay. Archers move up to the hill. You can probably start doing some skirmishing. Cavalry are going to stay back for the time being. I don't know how much range they have, but we're going to have a bit. He's shouting his war cry. Okay, they've got quite a few singers. Archers push up to the hill slightly. Skirmishers the same. Okay, you guys start firing. We're starting to have a good amount of archers now, so we hopefully can use that to our advantage. In fact, now we're going to have the infantry and the spearmen hold here, because we should eventually kill one with our archers, and then they'll come in for us, or they'll kill one of us and come in. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be a simple fight. We do need to be careful. I don't know if we can throw anything in to help with this engagement, but we'll try. Okay, we're doing something useful. We had just headshot a horse. 360 no scope the horse, but it's fine. Okay, we had the horse. Is that going to prompt them to charge or not? It is. Back to the shield wall. Put the shield on our back. Here they come. They couldn't bear the fact that we killed the commander's horse. Right, we'll exchange pleasantries with our throwing weapons. Then our infantry will charge. Okay, cavalry charge now, because by the time you catch up, we'll have engaged. Infantry charge, spearmen charge. We do have the numerical advantage, and I would hope the quality advantage as well. They're already starting to run. I would like to make sure the Lord doesn't get away. I don't know where the Lord is, but it's probably rather fancy gear. Let's go after these skirmishers at the back. I don't mind if some skirmishers get away, but I don't want the Lord to get away. I don't think we'll get a war trophy from this, because it's kind of seen as an easy win. Just good, I think battle trophies and war trophies are usually given when you've done something particularly hard and tough in a battle, which makes sense. That you're not going to get a trophy for like an everyday battle. I'm not going to be able to catch them up because I don't have anywhere near enough speed, and they're just peasants, so I don't particularly mind. So we might be able to cut this guy off here, but I doubt it. Yeah, I want some more trophies to hand in to Kema Grid to get our relation up, because I don't want to spend 5,000 pennies to then only get 5,000 pennies back as a reward. It feels kind of counterproductive. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to spend some money getting over to Ireland anyway, or Hibernia as it's called in this. So that's something I've got to bear in mind. We're definitely not going to catch this guy up. I don't know where he is, but I think he must be in the river or in the gorge. Gone bowman. No. Ooh, I did see an arrow fly close to him, but clearly not enough. Close enough. Okay, we did wound him. We don't get to take him prisoner. That's annoying. But that wasn't the main aim. The main aim was to get some trophies. Did we get any trophies? No, sadly not. Okay. Well, I think we'll just spend the money anyway and hope that we can gain some extra compensation from the priest back in Ireland. But I think we also want to get out of here, because pretty soon we're going to have to... We don't want to take those guys on. So let's head to this place here. Oh, there's a competition here. Wonderful. Actually, let's check if there's a competition at... Before we enter the competition here, let's see if there's a competition at Camelgrade. No. Okay. First of all, let's sell our stuff. Oh, we have a war trophy. That's good. We do have one. Okay, well, let's make sure to not turn that in here, because that might save us a little bit of money in the long run. We'll try the tournament here, given we just died in the one in Bodmin. Okay, let's go. No, that person died quickly. As am I, it seems. Okay, that's annoying. I kind of wanted that kill. That person looks rather tough. Who are you? Okay. Clearly that was not going to be a successful tournament, but that's okay. We do win some, we do lose some. It's the nature of these things. I don't know how much we get for a war trophy, but I'm hoping it's going to be a good amount. Because right now we're at... Okay, so right now we're at 4 relation. If we trade with locals and redeem our battle trophies, that gets us up to 5. I thought it was going to be more than that. Ah, that's annoying. 1 is not a lot. Not as much as... I was hoping it was going to be like 3 or 4, but clearly not. Well, let's go to Huithril, spend that 1,000 on ensuring that they like us a bit more. Want to buy some man here, your best mead. Make sure that you know that it's Gutlaf who's buying your mead for you today. Right. What do we want to be doing now? Okay. All these are related to the quest from the priest over in Ireland. What can we do in the salt mines? I've forgotten. I think... Oh yeah, I think we can maybe give you prisoners to work, can't we? And they give us money each week. Although I imagine that's going to knacker our morale. Okay, well, oh yeah, we can sell prisoners, I forgot. We can buy salt, but I don't really see how that helps us very much. Have we done the strange ruins? Okay, well we've tried the strange ruins before, we haven't been very successful. We'll try the strange ruins again. Because there's always a lot of people coming in and attacking us. How many... We just have 2 companions with us, is that all? I would hope we would have more, but hey ho. Because there's like 20 soldiers inside this encampment. But we'll just have to do what we can. We've got Bodo and Morgan, okay. Two fairly tough companions, but there's only 2 of them. I see you there. Chaps, get your weapons out. Maybe turn around, face the enemy. Charge! We can, like, just bottleneck them, kind of. That'd be useful. Come on. Well, this is going better than it has done before. Make sure to pick up some spare shields off these guys if we need to. Okay, follow me. Don't push, don't push, don't push, don't push, don't push. Okay, maybe push because there's people there, but still. Oh, that's a lot of throwing weapons. Okay, charge. Ow. Okay, Bodo's down. And Morgan's can go down in a second as well, which isn't good. Oh, decapitation. Can we do this by ourselves? Now the Morgan's down? Probably not. You look like a berserker or something. Ow. 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 Okay. that's further than we've got before. But not close enough. So back to Chippenham, as we know where the chap is who can heal us and make sure we don't lose our charisma from the axe to the face. Or the sword to the face, I should say. Who's fighting here? Christian clergy and robbers. We've got bigger problems, I'm afraid. Back to Chippenham. We will head inside and go to the Strawford Town. We need to find. Oh my goodness! This is what. This is when we need the horse, because we know where he is. But actually, no. What I'm going to do is wait till night time, and that will spawn us inside the actual city walls. We might have an ambush, but it's probably going to be quicker. And here we are, right by the physician. It's much quicker that way than walking through the entire town to get to him. It's the little tricks. It's a lot of money, but we do need more food. Right, where to now? Maybe we can go see if we can harass some more of the Pink Welsh faction. We're going to keep building up an army of bowmen, I think. They're not obviously that strong in melee, but we might be able to use them in an advantageous situation out in the field. Looks like, oh, they're going for Caerwent. We're going to go help, because we'll get some positive relations, so we might actually be able to get Caerwent for ourselves. This, however, is going to be a real pain to hold as a if we get given this place as a castle. There's really like no walls or anything, is there? What's a good name? Elderman Gerulf. I'm just going to charge in. It's really the best thing we can do. There's like no fortifications to this castle at all. There's no I mean, there are battlements, but there's not really battlements in the right situation. See if we can take out some of these guys on the wall here. I have to be careful to not get knocked unconscious, because unlike Pendor, if I get knocked out, that's the siege over. Although luckily I'm not the one actually making the decisions of the siege, so I can just rejoin the siege pretty much straight away. But we again, you know, you would think that one minor commander wouldn't end a siege if he got knocked unconscious, but you know, what can I say? Good sir. Okay, we're going to go under this ladder. Only kind of a couple of ladders up for just a couple of ladders, but I want to get up on the walls. I want to make my mark, but I can't get up. Let's try this one. Lads, let me on. I'm an Elderman. Cute. Not a very important Elderman, but I'm still an Elderman. You're going to go make some food whiskers? No problem. See you soon. Please don't knock me off the ladder. 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 Thank you. This is the problem. I feel like with these sieges, if you just have enough numbers, you can very much take these guys out. And I'm off the ladder. Wonderful. Let's go for this ladder. This ladder seems a bit more quicker to get up. We'll put up some javelins, why not? Okay, let's get involved. Okay. Oh no, that's sorry. That I don't mean to slice our own troops in the back. That would be a bad idea. This should hopefully give us some more positive relation with the West Saxon Lords, and also just hopefully kind of improve our situation a bit. I don't know if there might be a lord or two we can take in prisoner in here, but I don't know if there's anyone inside. But if we could actually get our own castle, that would be very nice. I don't know what these guys are doing. What are you guys doing? This way. Everyone go down there. I'll deal with whoever's down here. It's not a problem. Everyone charge, but I'll deal with this guy at the back. You don't all need to charge down for one soldier. It's okay. Okay, back up we go. We'll go for that skirmisher on the left. Okay, you're dealt with. Oh, some lovely decapitations. I do love a good decapitation. And deal with this. Oh, there's a few slingers here. Okay, slingers dealt with. Only 62 of them left, not too bad. Oh, another decapitation, wonderful. I do like that when you actually hit them, the blood kind of makes sense as from where you've actually hit them with your blade. It's not just like generic blood. It actually makes kind of sense. Like if you do a side swipe, it's going to kind of hit them in the right area. The blood will spawn in the right area. One thing is becoming evidently clear about sieges in Viking Conquest is that if you have enough numbers, you can breach because the towns are just not well defended at all. As long as you have high quality, maybe if you have high quality troops, but I think if you had enough numbers, you would just manage anyway. Right, let's go on the back and clear these guys out. So when I do get my own castle, I'm going to pad it full of troops. Well, I presume that would be quite expensive. There we go, we leveled up, wonderful. We might get a battle trophy for this as well. Or war trophy, I should say. That's what I would prefer. So morale, we've taken Care Went. Whether we will actually be given Care Went is another question. He's thankful that we have taken Care Went together. I'm going to support you, because that means you'll like me a bit more. And let's go see who's going to... Let's get some positive relation from just doing some stuff in Care Went. That's always going to be a good thing. Elderman Groove, wonderful. We do get a bit of relation for winning in Care Went, which is not bad at all. Elderman Wigston. He likes us already, actually. Oh, he's already going to support us. That's nice of him. Actually, while we're here, let's see if any of the other lords need any help with anything. Do you have any tasks for me? No. Because it would be really useful if we could get these guys inside. Alderman Cuthred? Any tasks for me? No. They really didn't want to give me any tasks today. Alderman Groove, any tasks? No, I'm not doing war with Lythland. Alderman Wigston, anything? Any tasks for me? No. I think we might have already asked you. Okay. And we'll speak to you, because you are inside now. Oh, hello, madam. Do you have any tasks for me? He's not very fond of us, would you believe? Hello, madam, who are you? Greetings, sir. The tides of war have left me stranded here in this fortress, but I'll be departing shortly. Okay. So I do need to find myself a wife. And you have a suitably unpronounceable name to do so. I'm guessing you're Welsh. I want to follow... Who's the guy that likes us? I can't remember if it's Wigston. It might be Wigston. Yes, Wigston. I'm just going to follow Wigston around because he might be able to give us care. He might be able to support us with Care Went. So I'm just going to accompany Alderman Wigston for the time being. That's not what I wanted. You just went back to Cardiff. And now you're going to be attacked. You know what? You did that to yourself. I'm not coming to save you. Edelman Wolfred, hello. You're not a fan that we ran away from someone? Oh, looks like Wolfred will give us a random village as well, or support us with a random village, which is nice. I guess because we don't have any land, they feel obligated to kind of support us in that aspect. But I know the king wants it for himself, so I have to see. We will still hang around here though. Sadly, Eldon Wigston I think has been killed. Oh, let's not hang around there. I would like Caerwent. Caerwent would be nice. It's only got 108 people in it, but it would still be nice to kind of have. There's going to be a feast in Canterbury. That would be worth it for a tournament. I don't know if we get to I don't know if we get there in time, but we can give it a go. One of our wounds is secured. Wonderful. Right. Let's head to Canterbury if we can. That's not the way to Canterbury. This is the way to Canterbury. Sorry, sometimes I switch between kind of the old names and the new names. Edelman Bucker. I don't think we've spoken to you in a while. Oh, he's giving us a village. Well, we're going to accept it just so we have a village to pay us rent, even if we lose it half the time. Do you have any tasks for me? No. Right, well, we are now a landowner again, finally. This is a Welsh village, presumably. This one here. Oh, it's right by the river. That's nice. Anyway, let's continue to camp to brief for now. We'll get some more recruits. And we will attempt to win this one, although our last tournament didn't go particularly well. Oh my goodness, there's people everywhere. Okay, everyone hold. Everyone hold. Let's hold as one group if we can. Okay, charge now so that they might save my bacon. Okay. Oh no, I thought you were dead. You're not dead. You are dead now, and that's going to get us through to the next stage of the tournament, because we are definitely going to die here. There we go. We will keep going though. 2 teams of 2 fighters, and we have a spear again. Great. Although we do have the king with us. Oh no, we have, sorry, the heir, I think. Etheling, Alfred, Ethelwulfin. That's very hard to say. Lots of A's and lots of long A words. 2 teams of 8. This is going to be a cluster. And again, we have a spear. They really want to give us spears today. Let's not be on the front line if we can help it. We'll just keep doing damage from behind. That's the main thing. Okay, we are being at least mildly successful, which is good. Whether we continue being successful is another question. 4 teams to 2. We're gonna just stay here. Stay here. I'd rather we fight as one team than the other. Okay, let's go. Charge. Let's go for this blue guy here. And then these 2 green guys. Okay, we should be okay. Oh, I'm not sure actually. Okay, this is okay. 1-on-1. Oh, we're stuck by the scarecrow. That's not good. Okay, we're through that round. Wonderful. That was round 4, round 5? Okay, so now we're on round 5. 2 teams of 2. Who's still here? Okay, the heir to the throne is still here. It's not excellent. We do have some throwing weapons, but I don't know if that we're going to be successful. Okay, that's good. You managed to all your throwing weapons. Well done. At least he doesn't have a shield. That's one axe. That's not good. Oh, for goodness sake, he's so fast with an axe. Out in round 5. What can we do? Ethelring, Ethelred, Ethelwolfing is going to win. What can we do? Let's go see our new village, our new Welsh village, which is probably immediately going to be lost. That's okay. Why do they want to go to war? What are they going to try to take? Looks like there's a... Oh, it's under siege. Well, I'm gonna lose my village pretty much straight away. Okay, well, I'll come over because I do actually want to save my village, but I knew we were not going to hold on to it for very long. Just because it's right next to where the capital of our enemy is. So it's not overly surprising. Let's see if we can even make it there in time. Oh, there's a lot of them there. You know what? Let's go say hello to our village before it's too late. Go to the village centre. Let's have a quick look around. That's nice water. It's a nice sunset. Some cows. It's a village of plenty, it seems. It's a shame that we're going to lose this momentarily. Hello, peasants. Hello, children. Running is fun. I can run faster than you can. Do you want to race me? Sure. How's life here? What is your trade? What is the latest rumour? Interesting. How's life here? I want to help them if I can. Oh, here we go. This is the thing I was talking about in Kemagrid. Disaster struck my family, so we have no land of our own. The others have no money. Here are 300 pennies. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Kemagrid and we're just going to walk around the streets and try and find someone to say, here, you have 300 pennies. Oh wow, you have a lot of troops. Let's actually stick with you for a second. Because you might actually be able to save. You might be able to save here. Oh my goodness, there's lots of fights going on. Lots and lots of fights going on. Let's make sure we kind of understand what's going on. I want to try to take you out. Interesting. We should win both those fights. I'm trying to think what one we want to take on first. I think we'll go for this fight here first. Join the king, and then we can join the other army afterwards. Especially because if we join the king, we'll get more support, because the king should go and join that other fight afterwards. And we might get some war trophies, which would help us in Kemagrid, which would be useful. Right, let's make sure we don't pull ahead too much. This is going to be an interesting one to try and deal with, but we do have a substantial numerical advantage, so I'm hoping that this might be an easy way for us to get the relation up in Kemagrid, and actually will help with money. You know, battle trophies and war trophies are 500 and 1,000 pennies apiece, so it's definitely worth doing. The skirmishers are pushing ahead, but the rest of the army is kind of being a bit slower. I'm going to stick with the main army. If the skirmishers want to push ahead, that's their prerogative. I mean, that's the thing, even the kind of king's main army is not... You know, there are some very strong soldiers, but there are also kind of some less strong soldiers mixed in, so... They have the hill, which is not good. But we have the numbers. Probably about 1.5 times to theirs, so we need to make use of that. As soon as one person dies, they'll charge in for each other. and I'd rather they charge down the hill before we charge up the hill, I think. If anything, I'm going to let the king charge in first, because he's going to have the much... He's going to have the bigger... He has the bigger army, he has the more troops to lose. Then looks like we might actually hold on to our village. Interesting. Oh yeah, you're an Irish horseman, the one who's inevitably going to die. And I don't know what Beta is. I guess Beta maybe hasn't joined in this fight. You know, when there's only so many troops coming in, they're not going to bring in everyone. And there's the king, looking very fancy. With a very fancy, I think, sword, possibly javelins. We're more than willing to join the fight, just join the fight behind everyone else. But here they go, they should charge in pretty soon. Because this will... They've lost quite a few of the... Oh yeah, they lost a lot of bowmen. I wonder... Any arrows? I mean, I can't pick up any arrows. Okay, let's drop you. Now let's pick up the arrows. We're going to be a bowman today. I don't know how much help it's going to... How much we're going to be able to do. Okay, charge. I can't see anything with the sun in the way. We're going to try do some bowmanship today. Even though really it's not the forte of this game, or this mod. And we are... Oh my goodness, we're terrible. We delivered 0 damage. Well, there's only one way to get it up, and that's through practice. We did a headshot for 0 damage, even better. Okay, 19 damage. But the good thing about this is at least we have some more... Ooh, more enemies. At least we have more arrows to work with, whereas with the javelins we only have, what, 12? Something like that? Oh, I see a bannerman there in the middle. Taking out that bannerman would be very useful indeed. I did say I wasn't going to be a bowman this campaign, and I'm still not. There's nothing wrong with picking up a bow and arrow every now and then. Try to take out that horseman, but I doubt we'll be able to. Reinforcements arrived, but they're going to also have more troops coming in pretty soon, so let's get into some melee combat, I think. Okay, chop your head off. Our troops are by themselves, that's not good. Everyone pull back. Everyone pull back to the main army. We're getting massacred by ourselves. Again, you could have told me you were pulling back, but I guess not. I want to kill that banner bearer. Fighting retreat, lads, fighting retreat. The king's just abandoned me, as before. I've noticed the lords have a tendency to do that, actually. I want to kill that banner bearer. Let's try to keep them distracted while the main army just dilly-dallies, not doing anything. Pull back, gents, pull back. Oh, we decapitated him, but now we're going to be killed. Kill the banner bearer. Kill that banner bearer. Once that banner bearer's gone, morale goes down. He has very long range though, would you believe? Even if I try to shoot him with an arrow, it's going to do basically no damage. Okay, the king's in now, but we lost a lot of people in that engagement when they pulled back without us knowing. So you know what? Troops just stay there. Let the king handle this one. He abandoned us, we're going to abandon him. Well, he's like, you know, he's got a lot more troops, we'll let him take the charge. So we can kill this thing with a bow. No, because we're a terrible shot. Oh, they've lost the leader. That's good. I don't know if that's the banner bearer or the actual lord. I'm guessing it's the actual lord. There's only 17 of them left, so that's probably also why. Okay, we'll just try and clear up these skirmishers, and then we've got to go deal with that other army as well. When you try skirmishing me, there we go. There's off with your head. Everyone charge. Let's see if we can catch these two. If anything, I'm going to get on that horse and just ride them down. Come back here, pony. I won't be able to use my sword, but I'll be able to literally knock them over with the horse. At least slow them down, maybe. My hope is to knock them out with the horse. I can't use my sword. Okay, I can slow them down though. I can beat them to the exit. Get off. Get my sword out. No, don't you dare. Come back here. I got one of them. I didn't manage to get both. Come back here. There we go. Hey, only one routed. That's not bad. We did lose a lot of troops though. That's probably my fault though. It does mean that the king likes us a bit more though, which is good. Sadly, no prisoners to recruit, but we're still at 98 troops, so it's not bad at all. Okay. Share the loot. Oh, we got an epic trophy. Nice. Okay, so it seems like the epic trophy, the war trophies and the epic trophies go in straight away, but the battle trophies you actually have to pick up, which is good. I'm glad we did an epic trophy. Now we're going to go join this one, preferably without the king getting involved. And we might be able to get some more trophies. And then we'll go back to Camelgrade, hand them in, and hopefully that'll be enough for us to get the grandchildren. I'm guessing it's an inheritance, not an inheritance scam, but I'm guessing they have an inheritance or they're in line to a throne over an island, and they want them silenced or alternatively brought back to claim their birthright. One of the two. Let's not pull ahead. We made that mistake last time. And again, they're on the hill. Although, to be fair, on the map it's quite mountainous around here, so it's not... I suppose that does make perfectly good sense. Right. They're on the hill, but we're just going to have to deal with it, I think. The only way we're going to be able to... You know, if I was them, I wouldn't come down from that hill at all, but they might do. But, again, we're not going to let our troops be at the forefront this time, I think. I don't know how much the Epic Trophy gives us in terms of money. I'm hoping maybe 2.5 grand or 2 grand, given the kind of the war trophy is for 1,000. I mean, it might be 1.5. It might go up in increments of 500 each time, but we'll have to see. They're being very smart. They're staying on the hill. That's what I would do. Looks like... Well, Archers can actually fire from here, which is good. How much damage they're going to do, I don't particularly know, but they've got to start somehow. No one's been knocked unconscious or dead just yet, but it's not going to be long before that happens. Okay, their main army's here. We're still kind of staying at the back. Adam and Huithril there, looking very snazzy on his horse. Possibly Cuthred. Cuthred? Something like that. It looks like they're charging up the hill, which is very bold indeed, but I don't see what other opportunities we have. Okay. The Welsh Lord is shouting out his war cry. That's interesting. There we go. The first couple of deaths. Okay, that looks mildly scary. Them coming down the hill like that. That's a very intimidating sight. Again, we're gonna kind of stay further back and let them engage in the. At least initially, we will get involved, but I want them to at least take the brunt of the damage straight away. We will again, of course, we will take some losses here, but I'm hoping it will all be for the greater good. Okay, let's just put our troops there. Actually, we can charge now. We can charge now, but we just need to keep an eye on whether they run away again. If they do run away, we need to get out ASAP. The skirmishers. I'm actually going to take some. I'm actually going to get my troops to follow me, and we're going to go after the skirmisher line. I think the main troops can deal with that, but I'd like to take out these skirmishers if possible. Because by themselves, they're not that dangerous. I mean, when they're attacked, they're not that dangerous, but they'll be pretty dangerous if no one goes after them. Wow, that knocked me all the way back. Okay, my troops are panicked, but okay, they're just going to have to manage. But it looks like they're just going to leave their skirmishers to it, which is mildly frustrating, but what can we do? It's a kind of constantly moving line here. Which actually makes sense, because, you know, sometimes warband battles can be a little bit rigid, I suppose. That's a very big skirmisher line. Let's go have a look at the skirmisher line. So yeah, I guess it makes sense that kind of the battles fluctuate a bit more. There's a lot of skirmishers there. We're going to need to take them on, otherwise they're going to start causing problems. Because, you know, 5 or so slingers by themselves, not a problem. 40 of them, plus some archers mixed in, could be a problem. I guess they're waiting for reinforcements. No, I don't want my infantry to charge, but I can't do anything to control them. So they're just going to do their own thing. Despite the fact that the king is pulling back. There's one very brave soldier there who just got killed. We'll take some knocks, but it's to be expected. In fact, all our troops here are going to die, I think, or get knocked unconscious. Which is a shame, because we spent quite a while trying to train them up, but we can't control them once we're dead. There's a lot of skirmishers. And of course, our guys are just going to charge in because I can't control them. And the king is just going to, or not the king, the other lord's troops are just going to be cowards and stay at the back. I know that's what we were doing, but that's what we're only doing in response to them. But it looks like they're coming down the hill now. That's probably because most of our troops are dead. To be fair, I think all the troops we have left are mostly just archers. Archers and skirmishers. I really wish that they would get involved a bit quicker and not just stand there. They're just slingers, just go and fight. My men are getting massacred because you're just standing there not doing anything. I literally think I might lose every single soldier. I mean, we'll still win the battle, of course, but I think I might lose every single soldier to either wound or death. It's a little frustrating, must be said, but what can we do? The Battle of the Welsh Ridge. I can see like 5, like 10 of my soldiers left. Oh well, what can we do? I'll start now to run though, which is good. And then we'll go to Cemegwyd and try get them up to the relations that they need to be, relations of 10. Then we'll see how things go from there. These two guys are going to escape, I think. Probably. Oh, sorry, 3 guys. Even the camera can't catch them, so that's saying something. There we go. The massacre on the Welsh Ridge is over. How many did we lose there? Oh, okay, only 19 killed. I guess most of them were already knocked out from the first fight. Okay, they like us a bit more, and we do get to take some more prisoners, and hopefully we get some more trophies as well. And we've hopefully saved our village from being taken back. So we might at least get some benefit from that place. Saxon companions. I meant to make a banner bearer, but too late now. Saxon bowman, Anglo bowman. Let's move the veteran up. Veterans are kind of fairly bog standard infantry. Did we get another? Okay, we got a war. I think we got a war trophy from that, so that's good. But I think if we got the king involved, we wouldn't have done. So that's very good indeed. Alchu is going to support us with the bloodbath. I think some other people are not going to though. But let's head to Cemegwyd or Cemegwyd. I'm sure I've been butchering these Irish and Welsh names all of this stream, but what can I do? So now we need to go to... First of all, I'm just going to trade with locals and get rid of all the stuff I don't need. Make sure not to sell the trophies, because that would be a mistake. And also having a favourable, or a Welsh town favourable to us may not be the worst thing in the world when we eventually kind of go for independence. Now we need to go to redeem battle trophies. So now war trophy gives us 1 positive relation, so up to 8. Battle trophy don't get us relations. Epic trophy gets us 2. Wonderful. Populace is acceptive of you. So now if we go stroll through the town, we speak to what's his face, Dongle, Wi-Fi Dongle. He might be able to tell us something. And then we need to go probably speak to the Irish priest again. Hello, good sir. Just here for your Wi-Fi Dongle. I will just get my sword and shield out in case he's trying to kind of short thrift me. I'm going to trick me and ambush me somewhere. Oh, where are you? You're normally over here. Has he moved? No, he's over there. I was at the wrong hut. That's probably definitely the better way to do it than constantly bribing with 1,000 pennies every time. About their children. So they're in a farm near Dinas Bran. I don't know why you're so interested in them. They're only 2 children, 8 years old. They're alone in life after the death of their father. I understand that they Aed Findliath wants to really pretend to his throne. These children have no one to support them. They're hardly a danger to him. We can try save them, or we can try, or just do the job. I'm glad to hear that. I interpreted by your words that your murderers of these... Okay. Yes, we were sent. If you do go back to them and tell them you have not found anything, they'll continue looking for them. If you really want to keep these children safe, you need to lie. Other children aren't the solution. We're not putting 2 young slaves to die for their sake. They're just slaves, but it's your decision. I can find safety for his grandchildren elsewhere. I guess you can go back to your lord and tell them where the farm is. They'll find the farm empty, but you'll have a few weeks before they do. You must leave Eru Okay, we gain reputation. They're not going to be particularly fond of us. And now we go back to... Okay. we might have accidentally made some very powerful enemies in Ireland. We're going to have to go back and say hello. But yeah, we're not. I don't mind murdering people, but I'm not going to murder children for the sake of it. Well, really, we could probably, if we just taken the money, we'd have been okay. But okay, we'll head to Innis Monor. There's a competition here, but I think we'll just travel to Dublin. There we go, Dublin. 924 pennies. Send me on my way, sailor. And actually we're getting, lots of rent from that place. Wonderful. Let's hope we keep hold of that. That's a pretty penny we're getting from there. Let's go see how many enemies we've made in Ireland. Probably all of them. Visit the abbot. Here we go. What have you got to say? I know where his grandchildren are. That's great news. You're lucky for my patron wants to hear it directly from you. He's a powerful man who doesn't like long forward stories. When he asks you something, just give him a simple answer. I assure that it will give you a good impression. You'll have a bright future. My patron's name is Mael Brazel. That's again, I'm sure I'm butchering that. You can find him at the court of Ehrlich. Interesting. First of all, I'm going to save Ehrlich. I feel like we're at war with Ehrlich, aren't we? Are we at war with Ehrlich? No, we're not. Good. Oh, up to Ehrlich we go, and let's see our fate. This really. Okay, well, we failed to report to the Marshal, and Agathinos isn't too chuffed, but what can we do? Who are we actually looking for? We need to go to Brazil, but he's not actually at home at the moment, so we need to find out where he is. I want to ask you where. Where is he? I guess we just go in and find him. Is he in the Lord's Hall? There he is. I'm Gustav. I told you want to meet me. Ah, Gustav. The abbot spoke wonders about you and your diligence in solving my problems. I wanted to meet you personally in order to put a face to my hero. He smells wildly. Also look forward to hearing news about the matter we have pending. They are at a farm near Dinnesbrand, my lord. 8,000 pennies. I'm sorry I don't have much more time. Ask the abbot to give you a reward on your next assignment. It is particularly important. Go put all your effort into it. Oh dear, I feel like we're making some very bad enemies here. But he's also paying very well. So really, actually, we should just do what he asks. You know, maybe we can kind of bluster our way out of it and say, well, you know, his grandchildren were there at the time, but by the time they got there, it's not our fault that they moved on. Anyway, let's go see what the priest... Oh my goodness, are you going after us? You are. Which way do we need to go to avoid you? Go away. Cute. Let's go back to the abbot and see what he needs done. Probably something even worse. I don't mind killing people, I just don't want to kill kids. I've talked to Mayor Brazil. Yes, he is generous towards those who serve him well. I believe you owe me a reward. 5,000 pennies. He told me that I'll get more pennies. Can we try it? 2,000. Nice. Right, what's next? The abbot clears his throat and fixes his eyes on you. At the west end of Eru, there's a village with problems. It is a remote place near harsh, sea-beaten cliffs and populated by fishermen. Its residents have asked for help because a great evil has befallen them, shelters men beyond recognition and kidnaps their wives and children. My patron wants you to travel to its village and talk to its leader. He'll tell you all the details. There's nothing, then put an end to the evil in the area. Nothing particularly complicated, but you'll be paid handsomely for fulfilling your mission. To be precise, you'll be paid 10,000 pennies for this favour. I want some extra money. I like this advert. As you know, money is not a problem. I apologise for underestimating your needs. Take 2,000 more pennies, now we have a deal. I shall certainly do so, Peter. Isn't that what people, like... I suppose it's father, but I feel like it's a posh... There's a posh name for someone is... A posh name for a father is Peter. We're going to go. That's in enemy territory, but we're going to go. We're going to try. But they are giving us a lot of money. Welcome back, Whiskers. Good to see you. Let's go see how much money... Oh, 43. I'd rather not fight you, to be honest. Okay, run away. Run away! Ooh, interesting. You receive news that a group of street musicians wishes to join you as army musicians as a standard bearer. They are more than welcome. Really? How much is it to pay for free passage? Okay, no, he doesn't want to... He's not willing to do that. Well, we're going to start holding position then. This is interesting. But we have a banner bearer, finally. Been wanting a banner bearer for so long. Standard bearer, there we are. We need to keep him alive. Okay, everyone on the hill. It's not an ideal hill, but it's the hill we're going to have to use. So infantry here. And spearmen here as well. Archers on the hill alongside the skirmishers. Oh wow, we've been streaming for nearly 3.5 hours. Nice. It's nice to be able to stream for a bit longer. Because sometimes I can only stream for like an hour or 2 hours. It's nice to be able to stream for kind of 3-4 hours. Though we probably will stop fairly soon. I'll have to have a think. These Vikings are gonna probably not massacre us, but they're not gonna be great. Why are the spearmen over there? That's not what I asked the spearmen to be. The spearmen are really planning a coup d'etat today. Oh, I'm so glad we've got a standard bearer now. That's so cool. Attack and burned. They look really cool. And I think it actually improves other people's morale. Are you okay there, sir? What's this peasant doing? Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I don't know what that peasant's doing. He really wants to just burn some calories. What are you doing, you silly man? Even when he can't even fire his weapon. He's just constantly. Never mind. He's an odd fellow. Okay, infantry charge, cavalry, spearman charge. Cavalry you can charge as well. Oh, I heard an actual horn blow there. Brigadiers advanced level 13, very nice. Actually, we advanced in level as well, didn't we? Need to make sure you're down and out if we can help it. I really don't know what we're going to have to do on that coast of Ireland, but I reckon it's going to involve some interesting things. And, you know, I don't really want to cause him to be an enemy. We're actually kind of losing here. We could actually lose this fight. We're actually going to run. $35 versus 9. Yeah, That soldier had the zoomies, definitely. Okay, we should be able to win this just because I mean, all our main line troops are dead, but we have a whole bunch of archers and stuff, and they're going to be on this hill. I'm hoping we just use the archers and skirmishers to our advantage. Because they're going to charge in for us, and we have the hill. Infantry, hold the front. This is a tougher fight than I would have hoped for. I really hope we don't have to do a fight in that Irish village, otherwise we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Especially as we can't really recruit many people over here in Ireland. And the more people we can... I mean, we do have a lot of archers, which is good. So the more archers we can shoot from here, the better. And we do have the height... We very luckily have a good height advantage here. I'll have to see. We should be okay. Blade is still alive, good. Problem is, he's permanent shooting, but I don't think they're actually going to kill anything because they're quite far away and the bows are so weak. I haven't even killed a single person yet, have we? No. I think we will just have to charge all in at the same time to stand a chance. Okay, it's 54 damage on you. You're dead. Everyone charge. Everyone charge. We've got to go now. Okay, we are doing okay, but it's not over yet by any means. Take you out if we can. That's a ship captain. You're going to be a pain to deal with. Go away. There's your head off. Wonderful. 26 versus 3. Even though they're kind of terrible, we're just hoping with enough numbers we can deal with them. There we go. Oh, no other Vikings attack us, please. I just want to get to that village in Ireland. Honestly, we're going to take these troops here. They're not going to do much, but they'll just might prompt other people to get away. 13 elite Vikings. Okay. Who else can we get rid of that we don't need? Is there anyone who's not going to fetch much of a profit? Archer we can get rid of. Honestly, we can get rid of the spin. I'd rather take the elite Vikings. They'll be worth a lot more. That is going to be a lot of money for us, which is good. Okay. Where are we going? We're going to Balwegan. What's going on in this village then? The village is a bastion of our faith, so it's supposedly Christian. That's good. Where's the town, or the village elder, or village mayor? Is that you? Kaliakis. The abbot of Finnan sent me here. Ah. I've asked for 3 heroes, and in fact 3 heroes arrived. Many have died. What do you mean? The evil that afflicts us is magical, so we must fight it with magic. 3 is the number of the old gods, so the old man said 3 would be the number of heroes. Any other number will fail and die. At first we did not believe him, you understand. We are Christians, and our priest said the old man was pagan and should be burned. And that's what we did, but we were idiots. The old gods are still here, and they want revenge. Now the old man is dead and cannot aid us more. And our priest has disappeared. What else did this old man say? The old man was powerful. He prayed to demons, performed rituals and sacrificed animals. He lived in a hut from what from which he sold potions and ointments. He just sounds like a healer. Many believe that it was because of him that all this evil is happening. To us that he invoked something before our priest ordered us to burn him. He told us that we should bring 3 heroes, or the evil that lurks us around will end up destroying us. What evil is attacking you? A month or so ago, a shepherd disappeared, and a few days later we found his dismembered body near an old tree. That scared us because an animal would never do that to a man. After that, nobody left the village without a companion, but that did not help. A few days later, a group of people were attacked, and women and children disappeared, and we later found them dismembered. His hands tremble as he speaks. Then we hired a group of Norsemen for a lot of money, but evil did the same to them, to our people, and their dismembered bodies are soon food for crows. Did you ask your lord for help? Yes, that was the first thing we did. He sent a group of 20 warriors, and they were found dead and dismembered a few days later. Now our lord, since he cannot send more men, he needs them for his own devices. Since he left us, we asked the abbot. Come on, man, no need to be sad. Now I'm here and I'll take care of this problem. Who is watching you? When there is a fog, we can hear their singing and the howl of their wolves. We can even see their figures beyond wisps of fog. The creatures are huge, all except her. A woman? No, not a woman. She is something else. The ancient gods have sent her to kill us all. A shield maiden. Please speak lower. Morrigan might hear us. No, she's more powerful. She's powerful through magic rather than physical strength. The Raven Goddess. I have no fear of demons. So 3 were summoned, you should find them first. Right. There's an old burnt out hut somewhere. Where's the old burnt out hut? You look like someone. Or are you just a villager? Right. It's a very nice village, by the way, right by the coast. Although with wave erosion in 30 years, you know, who knows what will happen. Is it outside? Old Pagan's hut, that's what I thought. Before we do that, we're going to recover our health though. So we're just going to camp here. And there we go. And we're just going to camp here. I guess we're not going to camp here. We're going to wait here. The problem is we are actually at war with this faction, so we need to be a little bit careful. And then we'll go deal with whoever this witch lady is. But I'm going to wait for full health. Our scouts were attacked and we lost 2 to 4 men. Great. Okay. We're now on full health. Let's go to the old pagan's hut. Your ears are flooded with the melody. Morrigan has found you. Aha! What is this? The songs, the cries of beast, the fog's chaos and angst, men die. Charge, gentlemen, charge. That's 50 of them, Jesus. Oh, these are all... Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We cannot take these guys on. 50 berserkers, why? We can't take on 50 berserkers. We're so dead. Okay. Are we dead? Oh wow, we're dead. That is the end of Gufluff. Oh my goodness. When did I last save? Can we even load a save? Interesting. I don't know where I am. Where are we in the quest? Okay, we're back here, so we need to go back and speak to the man. Well then, I think we'll have to leave it there. We will continue this next time on a previous save because I didn't realise we'd be going on fighting 50 berserkers. And I didn't realise it would just end the game there. Right, good to know. Remind me to not go back to that village until I've got significantly more men than I do currently. Well, that was quite the experience, wasn't it? I'm going to leave that there because I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. We know what we need to do, and we will hopefully... We'll have to come back to that village because there's no way we can take that on at the moment. 50 berserkers is no joke. So we'll have to come back to that. But thank you very much for watching. Warband, Whiskers as always, and yay Inky Latmis. I'm probably butchering that name. Thank you all very much for joining, and anyone else who dropped by, I very much appreciate it. And if you're watching on YouTube, I hope you've enjoyed this rather long video. It's a long thing to sit through a 3.5 hour video. So if you're still here with me, I very much appreciate it. Thank you all very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.